fucking hate it. Let's see what we got going on. Na 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 na. Hey hey. Goodbye. You gotta stop pulling me. That would be so fucking great. Hey baby, what's going on, Devontae? How you doing, Lil? How's it going, Angie? Gotta get situated over here properly. You know, it takes a while like to actually set up before I can actually see the fucking stream myself on my phone. But we're good. We're there. What's going on, guys? How you guys doing? Thank you for dropping by, man. Hope you guys are enjoying your motherfucking Monday, man. I got like super hyped up earlier and shit, like for real, for real. But you know, for real, man, I don't know. Like I was gonna stream on Saturday for my birthday and shit. Didn't happen, obviously. And then I was gonna stream yesterday as well. Still didn't happen. I don't know what happened. I felt like I just got lazy. But yeah, you know, had to get back on this live. Had to do it. And I got this like, it's like not even like a fucking top of the line or anything along like super brand name or anything. A scarf right here. But I don't know, I just fucking fell in love with it, man. So I've just been wearing it since I got it. Perky tits, Molly, perky tits. Hey, what's going on, Yuki? How's it going? Thank you for dropping by. Greatly appreciate it, super awesome. Oh, you like your happy birthday? Yeah, thank you so much for that, Angie. Greatly fucking appreciate it. I was like, oh, that's so sweet. And then you called me. Or the kids called me and I was like, fuck, I ain't even ready. Like my hair, like, you know, I don't like to look all rough and shit. So I was like, I'm not gonna answer. But yes, thank you so much for that, Angie. That was super awesome, you know, super heartfelt. And then I saw your fundraiser on Facebook and it said December 18th. But I just couldn't like get it out of my mind. Like for some reason I thought like, oh shit, her birthday's tomorrow. It's November 18th, but I don't know, it's like I couldn't fucking read December, and December just wasn't clicking. I just kept seeing 18th, and I was like, oh shit, her birthday's like super close to me, but then it took me a while. Finally clicked and shit. But thank you again, super awesome. Greatly, highly fucking appreciated on that. And yes, Devontae, I enjoyed my birthday. I really did. This is like the first birthday in a while that we actually like all get together and celebrate and stuff like that. Mind you, I cooked my own birthday dinner for everybody, or like, you know, for the family and shit. Just primarily because I like my own like style of I guess seasoning or taste or however you want to like describe it. So I made it, but yeah, it was really good. I enjoyed it, super awesome. So it was really great. But yeah, I like the scarf though, man. Like, I mean, I can raise my arm. I don't know how well you will be able to see it, but yeah, I really like it. I'm enjoying this scarf. It doesn't go, you know, because I'm wearing like more like blue and the scarf is brown. I don't give a fuck. But now that I know where they got it from, my ass is gonna go hit up the store and go buy some more. They bought it from I don't know if this store is like highly popular. Are we going or not, Snowball? I don't know if the store is highly popular, but it's from Earthbound. And super like nature-y type of store. For those of you guys that may not be familiar with it. And so that's where they got this one. And I was like, dude, I so love it. And that's because I'm not even a fucking scarf guy, okay, guys? But like I put it on, I was like, you know what, let's give it a shot. Let's give it a chance, see what's going on. And I was like, okay, cool. I can fucks with it. And also because I've been wanting to like kind of spruce up my style a bit, you know, kind of want to go for less I don't know how to say it. I just want to go for more of a not a businessy type of guy, but you know, like a type of person that whenever you see him like walking down the hallway, you're like, that motherfucker's going places, you know. So I want a style that kind of like throws that vibe out there. So I don't know if a scarf does that, but yeah. So I just kind of got into the mentality that I want to change my style as well. So, you know, change my clothing style. But what's going on, Shadow? How you doing? Thank you for dropping by, man. Super awesome. Just let me make sure. Yo, but that idea, you know, that idea that you popped out there, and then that idea that I popped out there, Shadow, we can make it happen, bro. We're gonna make it happen. Got a whole fucking year, bro, to get funds together. Don't let me down on this shit, man. Do not let me down on this, bro. But what's going on, Joker Jack? How you doing, bro? I saw you there as well. Super awesome. Thank you guys for dropping by. Greatly fucking appreciate it. That fundraiser means a lot to you. Definitely, yeah, I completely understand. You know, like one of my goals, like, you know, in the future is to create a charitable organization myself, and then also get involved with more charities, you know, for the act of giving back and helping out others and stuff like that. You know, people that are struggling, people that are, you know, going through hard times, went through hard times, and like don't know how to cope, don't know how to get over it and shit like that. So I definitely understand what you're talking about, Angie. I may not know like firsthand, or like, you know, be fully fully understand what that fundraiser is for, but you know, I'm always down for, like, you know, helping out other people and shit like that. So I definitely understand. More of a grown-up look. No, wait, it's called Alberto style. It's Coche tu quinto play. Nah. I mean, I don't know, I guess sophisticated would be a way, you know, like kind of a sophisticated look. Like you see, like I don't want to front, obviously, you know. I had this conversation, like, you know, the whole fake it till you make it shit. I don't want to front or anything like that, like, oh, you know, like I'm this top level big shit type of aspect. No, but I just want to, you know, because we all know if you look good, you feel good. Or if you feel like you look good, you feel much better, and so therefore you like feed off of that energy, right? And yo, it's gonna happen, and she doesn't know that it's so that's even more, exactly right, it's super more dope, just because it'll be like a super mega surprise. And I'm like, you know, like I was saying, like, you know, you pop out, you know, go to the, if we do it, you know, that way, unless we go through the way of you know, that website that we were talking about and discussing and shit. If we do it that way, then we'll see how, you know, that gets planned out. But if we can just go for like that one type of thing without having to go for like the whole shebang, to where it's like super more casual, it's not like super staged and shit, you know, you pop out, you go to the restroom, and I'm like, hey, yo, let's go take some pictures over here, you know, and then all of a sudden, yo, let's go take a picture with him, or like, and I'll take a picture of you, and then boom, all of a sudden right there, you know, right? So, you know, I was playing with the idea. As soon as like I heard you, I was like, no way. Please enjoy this charm. I leave it with full I don't know. Okay, so I just saw this here. Somebody left a, I guess, like little charm thing. Hold on. I'm gonna leave it here. I'm not gonna pick it up myself. But that's so cool, you know. I love stuff like this, guys. I can't really read the handwriting. It just says, please enjoy this charm. I leave it with full blown. I don't know what that is right there. It was not solid gold, so as it got old, the thing faded. I guess the gold plating faded. So I guess they're saying that it was not solid gold. But yeah, I love stuff like that, you know. Like one of the ideas, I don't know if you've seen it, where they like, you know, people go and like buy like new jackets, and then they like wrap them around trees, and they leave the note, if you need this, if you're cold, you know, if you're homeless, you know, please take it, this is for you and shit like that. I love stuff like that. But what I was talking about, my style, like as hype as I am, as like, you know, self-confident as I am, what is it, Thursday, I think it was Thursday, yeah, Thursday night, I had an incident where like it kind of like didn't catch me completely off guard. As like once it happened, it kind of sort of did, but then I started to like really realize, and I was like, man, I've been kind of like having this same mentality, and you know, we've all had like a whatever job we have, we kind of either feel successful or not successful. You know, we like allow that job that we have to like kind of dictate whether, you know, again, whether we feel successful or not successful, which kind of ties back into like the clothing that we wear. If we're wearing like sloppy clothing and we feel like we're not looking our best, then we don't feel our best, and then we don't behave with like our best foot forward and shit. So you guys know I'm a custodian right now, you know, working at a school and shit. This school I used to work at before. But this past Thursday, what ended up happening, and it completely caught me by surprise, and I didn't expect it to like affect me this much, but it did. Like, you know, I'm there, you know, I got my gloves on and shit, you know, I'm picking up the trash and stuff. Obviously, you know, as a custodian, you got to pick up the trash, you know, from the classrooms, and you know, the trash cans around in the hallways and stuff. And then like what I can only presume is a teacher. She, you know, kind of like they have like this security keys and stuff like that, RFIDs and shit, to get into the buildings. And so I saw her, like, you know, she got to the door, she swiped, and you know, she got in. And like as soon as I saw her, I was like, man, this girl is gorgeous, you know, like beautiful. But in that moment, I had that like I'm beneath her moment, because I'm the fucking peasant, you know, working as a custodian, picking up the trash, and she's the teacher, you know, looking all, you know, again, we're gonna throw out that word, sophisticated. And so in that moment, I completely fucking demolished anything, you know, of that self-confidence that I had for myself, that, you know, I know who I am and I impact people, you know, on a good fucking level, that I truly believe that, you know, anybody that I come in contact with is better off for knowing me. I completely tore myself down right there in that moment. She smiled at me. Obviously, we had like a little interaction. She went upstairs, and then she came back out, and, you know, I just told her to have a good night and shit. But in that moment, I completely realized that me having that job, holding that title as a custodian, I have allowed that to enter in my mind and tell me that I am beneath other people. And I was like, dude, like that completely like changed, like not changed, but it floored me away that I still have that, you know, a semblance, or, you know, a little piece of like mentality towards that. I can't even say that word correctly right now. And I was like, what? Mind you, again, you know, I go to work and I don't wear like my best clothing and shit. I wasn't like full sloppy, but I also wasn't, you know, looking like, you know, a 10, you know, in my mind. Because again, you know, if you look good, or if you feel like you look good, you know, you feel good on the inside, right? So I fully knew that I wasn't dressed the best to be out there, like, you know, to be at work. Because again, I'm at work, you know, I may potentially get dirty, so I wear my older shoes, I wear my older pants, I wear my older shirts. And so, you know, in that moment, I like knocked myself down. Again, nothing against her, she was super nice, but just the fact that I thought she was like beautiful, in that moment I just like, you know, I'm just a custodian, you know, she's never gonna look at me like that. And I was like, dude, why the fuck did I just do that? And that affected me so much that I'm now having a conversation with you guys about that, man. What's going on, Joseph? How you doing, bro? Wait, it's Static Beats. Yo, what's going on, Static? I don't know if you're still here, bro, but thank you for dropping by, man. Haven't seen your ass in a while, bro. It's to raise money for people to get help with drug addiction that do not have money to get help. Gotcha, yo. Hey, yo, definitely addiction is, opioid addiction is like a fucking epidemic right now. So I definitely understand you on that, Angie. Hey, what's going on, Hammy? Do I look like a soccer player right now, bro? I don't know if you're still here again, bro. I kind of went on a little tangent, a little rant. Just kind of like explaining my situation, or my my occurrence that, you know, took place this Thursday night while I was at work, man. But, you know, just let me catch up, make sure I don't miss anything like super importante. It's dope. I do want to look it up and see how to pull that shit off. Yo, that would be super amazing, Shadow, bro. I'm right there with you, bro. As you can see, I already got the, you know, the rig for streaming. Obviously, from here and a year from now, I feel like I will have already upgraded, you know, to like a much higher quality rig. You know, no promises, but, you know, we could even, you know, have like multiple cameras and shit like that. You know, we have more people going with us. You know, again, we don't know what can happen between here and a year, right? But for sure, it's the three of us. But if we have more people, then we can get like multiple angles. Or if I just happen to, like, you know, strike up conversations with other people while we're there, and I'm like, yo, can you help me out here? Like, you know, around this time, this is gonna happen, like, you know, and then, you know, like, we tell them the whole story and shit. And then, like, you know, they help us out to get like multiple angles and, you know, like live cast that shit. That'd be awesome, bro. That would be like, I'd feel good helping you out in that way. You know, because that would be an awesome moment, a very beautiful ass moment, Dan. So I'd be honored to help you in that shit. And you know, again, I'm a romantic as well, so you know, I live for shit like that, bro. I tried this Pocky, sounds like, oh, Pocky, yeah, ghost pepper chips. Well, they woke me up in space or in spice. What, Dan? Don't fucking ruin the whole fucking Christmas present that we, motherfucker. Oh my God, what's wrong, baby? Like, you're the one that's putting shit out right now, Dan. You, man, don't you be fucking ruining this goddamn Christmas idea shit, bro. Bet you anything she has a boyfriend. I don't see a ring on that finger, right? It ain't official until there's a ring on there, bro. Oh my God, why'd you go in the hole, baby? Why'd you go in the hole? Did you get the sticker off? Hope she got the sticker off or out or whatever. Na 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 na, hey hey, goodbye. What was going on? I was gonna say what's going on. Yuki, what's going on? Pink, how you doing? But you're great. Static, that's what's up, bro. Confidence, bro. She probably fucked other custodians before. Don't worry about it. And I know, bro, like, I know not to, like, I'm not supposed to worry about that shit. But in that moment, I just felt like my job was all I was. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how a lawyer feels like they're top level shit because they're a lawyer. But in reality, you know, like, as a person, they aren't shit. So I'm not saying that I don't mean shit, you know, because I know I have belief in who I am. You know, I have that self-confidence. But as much of that as I have in that moment, I was like, bruh, why did I allow that? Why did I behave that way, you know? So yeah, that got to me, man. That kind of like really got to me. So I want to know about this Pocky. We're like, I don't think I've ever had Pocky. Isn't that Pocky that shit with the bread? Isn't it like hard bread, sweet bread, like the little bread sticks, or like a candy stick or some shit like that? Isn't that what it is? But what's up, Tanner? How's it going, bro? What if you told me you were pregnant? I would tell you that you're not the only one. I know I'm not the only. I can't fucking sing. What's his name? Sam what? Sam Hunt? Is that his name? Sam Hunt? No, Sam Hunt is a country singer. What's the other Sam guy? What's the other Sam guy? Dude, I didn't get a bag for you, baby. No. We're not gonna do this right here. Cause I didn't bring a bag for you. So I'm gonna have to like force her to like, no, we're not gonna do it right here. No. I know what she wants to do. She wants to take a shit right now, but I completely forgot to grab a bag for her, and we're nowhere near a fucking dispenser. So we're gonna have to like walk on the concrete because she's not used to like taking a shit on the concrete as much, which I'm hoping that it will just like deter her from taking the shit over here. I feel really bad, you know, having her take a shit and not picking it up and stuff like that. Sam Smith, right? Yeah, Sam Smith, that guy. Cause Sam Hunt is the one that sings that one song, "Body Like a Back Road" and shit like that, right? Hashtag butt babies confirmed. Yo, tell me why I was on Facebook and there was a story, right? So obviously it starts off with this chick, like, you know, at first, you know, the picture is a female with like her shirt like halfway up, showing like, you know, her tits and shit. And, you know, obviously, right, a guy, I'm gonna click on it. So I click on it. It starts off with her like, you know, kind of like semi-undressing. And then it shifts over to a guy getting fucked by a pig, okay? And this is like a huge, massive, like, you know, big, burly fucking, you know, like one of them big ass pigs, right? Homeboy is like bent over a table. The pig is like straddling on top of him or whatever. The guy is like spreading out his cheeks and shit. And the pig is like going at it. And I'm like, bruh, what the fuck is this? And why? I should have reported it. But yeah, so that happened earlier today, okay? Yeah, body like a back road is it's your jam, huh? It's your jammy jams. Oh, you like the hairdo, man? Thank you so much for that, Static. I cut it what, I think we're going like what, a month and a half ago now. So it's been a while since I've been rocking this hairdo. I actually need a touch up now. The sides are getting a bit long. And I see some black smoke off in the distance. I wonder if there's a fire. Alright, so I don't feel too bad about her taking a shit right here. I would prefer her to not take a shit right here because we're still, you know, facing the street. But it's better than her taking a shit like right in front of this place. Come on, baby. I prefer her to like take a shit like somewhere else, you know, more secluded and shit. So yeah, that happened, you know. It was very clickbaity, obviously, you know. I thought I was gonna see a fucking female, like, you know, taking off her shirt, showing me her tits and stuff, right? And, you know, I saw half a tit, no nipples, and then, pow, cuts over to a fucking guy getting fucked by a pig. And I'm like, what the fuck is this shit, bro? Come here, baby, let's go. If you can't find the right spot up here, I don't want you to take a shit up here. Because you use your everything like as a fucking restroom. It's not the way it works. Okay? I need to train you like fucking Bruce Almighty to where you can take a shit in the damn toilet. That'd be awesome. Have a dream about getting your booty ate and then tell me you got problems. Yo, bro. I was like, man. No. What are you doing? And she did it. We're gonna have to go get a bag. Fuck. We're gonna have to make our way backwards to go get a fucking bag. You love bacon, but not that much. So yeah, you know, is it one of the Jesus is watching you? Oh, no. It wasn't one of those Jesus is watching you. It was fucking, look, Snowball. Look, Snowball. We're gonna have to go around that way to go get a bag and shit. Because that was a bitch move of you taking a shit right here and me not having a bag. We're gonna have to come and pick that back fucking shit up. But yeah, that shit happened earlier, and I was like, no, why? Why would you do that shit? And there was a story, you know, a Facebook story. Like, bruh. At first, Facebook wasn't supposed to have porn, but we all know Facebook has porn. If you haven't seen porn on Facebook, you haven't looked hard enough. It's there. But you know what I mean? I was like, hell yeah, let's look at some fucking tits, you know, because, you know, homegirl looked like she was packing. But nah, fucking pig fucker, motherfucker. It's like, bro, what the fuck, man? And he sure was just taking it. I was like, okay. Like, at that point, like, would you be gay in that way? Like, I don't even know. Like, I understand it's called, like, you know, you're into bestiality and shit. But at that point, are you considered gay, or is that like its own sexual preference in a way? I was just like questioning a lot as soon as I saw that. I was like, what the fuck? We're not going up that way, baby. Title for dude is having bacon and sausage. Nice, bro. Have her shit in a parking spot. Do she can parallel shart. She can do the parallel shart. I have to go make my way to go get a fucking bag because I completely forgot. There's only 2 dispensers around in this fucking park. I swear, I don't know why they have one closer to this side. You know, they should have one right here in this middle section. Because this is where like most of the fucking dog owners bring their dogs to take their shit. It's considered fucking sick. Okay. There you go. I understand that. Other title. What's for breakfast? Oh shit. Oh man, but yeah, I was like, nah, bro, why? Like, no, bro, no. And the pig was sure going ham on that shit, bro. It's like, no, no. No, 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 no. Hey, hey, goodbye. So I guess Pink kind of knows now. Like, Pink, how much of that conversation did you get? Because if so, I will tell you the truth. We were discussing not your birthday present, your Christmas present, but you weren't supposed to pop in, Pink Lady. What the fuck? You gotta give a motherfucker a warning sometimes, you know, when we're out here like divulging like, you know, pertinent information and shit. Back pocket that shit. Nah, I'm good on that, bro. I'm good on that, bro. One video with a lot of questions. Exactly. What Angie said, LOL, but it's possible he's gay and slash or just and or he just likes animal dick up his ass. See, that's what I'm saying, like, you know, because I figured, you know, a guy that would like a dick up his ass would be more like gay. But then gay is only described as being gay or accepted as being gay if you like the opposite sex, right? You get what I'm saying? So like if a guy likes having a dildo up his ass but doesn't like guys, is that still considered gay? Are those gay tendencies? You know, so like I started like going down like the fucking rabbit hole, like this is its own kind of fucking sexual preference right here, right? Because he's fucking a pig, you know? It's like I've seen a fucking female fuck a horse. That's a big ass fucking cock, mind you. But again, that was a guy horse and a female. So I didn't like question it as much, you know. At that point I was just like, you just like to fuck horses, you know. You just like the big dick, man. Like, go get you a big hung motherfucker and you'd be good. You'd be set on that shit. I stopped when I heard something with Dan doing something, so I still don't know what's going on. Oh, you popped in, but you were behind on chat. Gotcha. Well, now you know. We were planning something awesome for your fucking Christmas present, but you can count that shit gone since you fucking ruined it, Pink. It's not even your fault. I'm the one over here fucking talking about it publicly and shit. But still, give a mofo a warning next time. He's anemone. Don't hurt yourself, kid. He's animalistically gay. Okay, gotcha. So, could he be animalistically not gay if he were to be fucking a female pig? How would that work? Is that the same chingadera? Would it work the same way in that aspect? You don't let your food fuck you. He probably got paid to do it. I mean, still, I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know. Fuck. I don't know about all that nonsense. Like, there's just certain lines you don't cross for money, you know? There's a certain... okay, like, here's the thing. Like, I don't feel like money can make you do anything that you wouldn't already do on some level. You know, like, if somebody gave me $100, maybe $1,000 to, like, you know, peck a guy on the lips, I might, you know? That's something that, you know, is not, I'm saying that, you know, like, I want to kiss every fucking guy and shit, but, you know, I don't have, like, the super, like, opposition to it, like, I feel like, you know, as soon as I do it, like, I gotta feel like, oh my God, you know, my world has changed and shit, like, you know, I don't see it in that sense, you know, like, sexuality is sexuality, like, it's whatever, you know, doesn't mean, like, I don't know if you guys have seen the movie, Fired Up and shit. And he's like, man, I'm so straight I could smoke pole and still be straight, bro. You know, like it's a thing, you know. Just because you do it doesn't mean anything, right? But there's just a fucking line that you just don't cross. You know, I don't know, man. I think I'm just crazy like that. I'm weird in that shit, bro. But I also think being gay is mutually exclusive to zoophilia. Wait, zoophilia? What the fuck? It's an argument a lot of anti-gay people use to compare homosexuality, which... Hold up. Okay, hold up. Let me read this correctly. zoophilia is an argument that a lot of anti-gay people use to compare homosexuality. So people will compare homosexuality to bestiality, which I guess is dubbed or termed zoophilia. I didn't even know that there was a word for that shit. So is bestiality different than zoophilia? Like, what are the different points and shit to that? I didn't even know that was a thing, zoophilia. I had just always heard of bestiality. Am I describing it wrong by saying bestiality? In the words of Cleveland Brown, that's just nasty. That's what's up. Everyone has a price, exactly. Like, everyone has a price for something that they would already do, Like, on some level, they would already do it. At least that's how I feel. We're not going to go down that way, baby. We are not going to go down that way, babies. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. You got to get out of here. You got to get in the chopper. Get to it. Oh, never mind. We're not going that way, baby. So, yeah, Pink Lady, you just ruined it all, so kiss that surprise goodbye, okay? Like, fuck. Like, shit, like, it's not even my fault that you fucking popped in and listened to everything. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck, Pink? What the fuck? What about necrophilia, but it being gay, perhaps? Ill, but maybe true. Like a guy or a female fucking a dead body of the same sex. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, like, do we attach like I don't know what the proper wordage would be, like another moniker to it, I guess, like in terms of like, fucking an animal, do we still consider, whether they're fucking a female animal or a male animal, do we still like, ask about the sexuality, like the sex of the animal, or like fucking a dead body, do we still consider the sex of the dead body? Why the fuck would you want to fuck a dead body? I have no fucking idea, man. Fucking some Jeffrey Dahmer shit, man. I read up on his story. I was like, bro, what the fuck is up with all that shit, man? I think we can call it homo bestiality. There you go, bro. You just came up with that shit. So, zoophilia is a sexual disorder involving an erotic attraction to animals or an abnormal desire to have sexual contact with animals. Okay. Thank you for that. Thank you for that information. So, what is bestiality? Back. What did I miss? We're talking about necrophilia now. I mean, let's just put it simply. And also how Pink Lady just ruined everything. I would just fucking fuck with Pink Lady now. Nah, 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 nah. Hey, hey. I forgot to go get a bag and go back. If we decide to make another lap, we'll get a bag. And we'll get everything situated. I think we all indulge in knowledge, and this is very knowledgeable. It really is, man. Putting me on deck about some shit that I had no idea about. Again, I just thought it was known as bestiality, to be honest. What are we doing, baby? What are we doing? We go this way. Don't be acting. Don't be acting. Don't be acting. Come on, babies. First of all, you just took a shit at the park that I didn't clean up, so I'm already feeling bad for that. Come on. Come on. Well, Yuki, I'm over here discussing the plan that Dan had hit me up with for, Pink Lady's Christmas situation. And, I'm over here discussing it on stream because, I didn't expect her to pop in and shit. And then, sure enough, there she goes. And then Dan's like, Albert? And so, yeah, I just kind of ruined that shit. But it's not really me, it's her. She's the one that popped in, heard the info. I mean, granted, she doesn't know what she was gonna get for Christmas. But, yeah. So thank you, Pink. Once again, thank you. Bestiality is the act of sexual intercourse between an animal and a human. So what's the difference in zoophilia? Hold up. So one is just the attraction. So zoophilia is the attraction of wanting to be with an animal. No, but see, you desire to have sexual contact. Right? That's exactly what I was thinking. So zoophilia is like the attraction, and then once you actually start fucking the animal, then it turns from zoophilia to bestiality. Is that what we can agree on? Gotcha. Gotcha. All right. All right. So Zootopia is taking another, oh shit, just imagine, never mind. I was gonna say, just imagine if they did like a porn parody of Zootopia and they called it Zoophilia. No, never mind. I just went to a very dark place right there, guys. Yeah, Yuki, you was behind as fuck. Na 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 na, hey hey, goodbye. Cause anybody tell me why we die, we die. Cause I don't wanna die. Oh Lord, on my knees, can you hear my... Okay, I'm gonna stop singing and shit because I don't got the pipes for it. I know, there's so many fucking leaves, like most of these trees lost all their leaves. So it's like a fucking blanket of leaves and shit. And I gotta say, I walked through like a fucking group of like 4 or 5 older gentlemen in front of the fucking tennis court. Some of them looked at me weird and shit, but I continued talking to you guys. So I got a little bit more confident today. So we can say that happened. Na 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 na. Today, the little fucking shoulder strap mount situation is supposed to be at my house. Like, it says out for delivery, so it's here in town. It's in the motherfucker's like little carrito and shit. He just got to drop it off at home. I was hoping to have received it before going to walk Snowball, or coming out to walk Snowball, so I could use it for, you know, today's stream and shit, but obviously that didn't happen. Otherwise I'd be using it and you guys would be seeing this type of, you know, shot. But no, we're over here. And like, I don't mind, you know, doing the stream this way. Also, I did order the little bicycle handlebar mounts and shit, and so I can put the phone on the selfie stick so it can be one-handed. It's just the fact that I'm holding a selfie stick, I'm holding the phone in my left hand, or selfie stick on the right hand with the camera obviously attached to the tripod obviously as well. Snowball and my phone are on my left hand, so my hands are like completely, you know, they're tied up and shit. So we got to go a little bit more hands-free. But what's going on, Curls? How you doing, Curls? Curly, how you doing, bro? Yo, Curly, did you forget about the book, bro? Did you forget about me? Oh my goodness. Yo, there's a bay. There's a bay. There's Bay. She's walking in the park, baby. Come to me, baby. She's on her bio. It says, "I love long walks alongside of lakes, not beaches, because we don't have beaches." Prepare for the crunch, guys. We got more crunch coming your way. Everything turns into porn. Exactly. Everything is porn. All you gotta do is just think hard enough and you can make porn out of it, okay? I heard a pop. I don't know what that could have been. Every time I hear a pop, I think it's a fucking gunshot. I don't know why the fuck I'm conditioned that way. I just hear a fucking pop and I think it's a gunshot. But then I remember watching The Hitman's Bodyguard, right? The Hitman's Bodyguard with Ryan Reynolds and Sam Jackson. And he's like, relax. If you heard it, it wasn't meant for you. So obviously if I heard the shot, it wasn't meant for me, right? Now if you don't hear it and you like fucking feel it, then you're fucked, right? So yeah. You should get some tape, attach selfie stick to belt with it, go completely hands-free on. Free sun, go big or go home. Well, I'm gonna get a, oh wait, you mean like this? Like attach it like this? There actually is an attachment to do a fucking situation like this. And since the selfie stick has a ball head on it, I could actually extend the selfie stick out, turn the camera this way, so it would still give me this type of shot, but everything would be attached to like my belt and shit. So that is a possibility. But I'm actually gonna be attaching the camera to here because of stuff. So we're gonna chill out over here. Just sit down. Hold on, guys. Prop you guys down with my little tripod and shit. We got a lot of sun. Well, not a whole lot of sun, but you know, sun is right there and shit. A dead titty goes up to me on Pornhub. Hey, what's good on Dead Fly? Yo, man, just bring the porn this way, bro. Bring the porn this way. We got you, man. We got you. It was Pringles. Man, how you gonna just like forget like that, Curls? How you gonna like just forget about me, bro? But yeah, I'll text you tonight, man. Ah, see, Bae came to meet other Bae, and they're gonna go walk, you know? Like, I see a lot of females walking, like, mainly in the morning, you know? I don't know if they're, like, you know, not new moms, obviously, because sometimes I do see them with, like, another kid and shit. But they're, you know, they're walking with the stroller and shit. So I guess they're just trying to get some exercise, and sometimes they have their dogs with them. So homegirl came from this direction, went this way to a house, I don't know which house, and she picked up another homegirl, and now they're walking with the stroller. So, you know, boom. Turn it the other way. Sign up for Pornhub and become their most viewed account. Laugh my ass off, man. YouTube is trying to censor me with top chat. I see. Yeah, I fucking hate that top chat bullshit, and it's set by default, man. I keep saying this. I wish they had a fucking feature where you could go into your own settings and like automatically choose live chat all the time and have that by default, you know? I feel like if you dictate your channel to be 18 and over, it should like not even have the fucking, you know, live chat, top chat bullshit. I don't even know why. I know why they implemented it, but still, bro, it's like, why, man? Like, come on, bro. Don't be trying to censor me, bro. Don't censor me. If I want to fucking lick pussy on stream, let me do that shit, bro. Also, I like that fucking message that you sent me, Joseph. Inserts penis responsibly. I'm gonna have to use that as a disclaimer somewhere. I don't know where. Maybe on a condom, if I ever come up with the fucking condom factory or corporation or whatever the fuck it is, you know. As Deadfly says, make a condom company or make a condom and put believe on the side with the hole on the tip or some shit, man. Yeah, exactly. It's your chat. You should see everything, you know. You should see everything so you can fucking time out motherfuckers that you don't want. That makes no fucking sense on the creator side. I understand for like a person, you know, tuning in, viewing and shit. You know, maybe they don't want to see, you know, somebody else's bullshit comments. I get that. But as the creator, you should have the live chat enabled by default. You know? Like, I don't know. That's, yeah, man. You agree. Top chat is an asshole. There shouldn't be a top chat. Exactly, bro. Exactly. There just shouldn't be one. Hey, yo, what's going on? China! How's it going? Thank you for dropping in. Oh, you miss kicking my ass in Mario Kart? Oh, man. Man, I don't know, like, because it's like up in the air for me, you know? Like, I enjoy COD, you know, just playing COD by myself. But then I also really enjoyed playing Mario Kart, you know, with you guys and shit. So, like, it's a toss-up for me, you know? Like, both of those games are not on the same console. If they were on one console, that'd be fucking great. But it's not. So, it's not great. So, you know, at one point I did want to buy the Nintendo Switch, but right now, you know, it's not in the cards. You know, you get what I mean? It's not in the cards. I don't fuck with Black Friday deals, but, you know, since I've been talking about, you know, getting a laptop and shit, there's gonna be like this one Black Friday deal that I'm like interested in, and so I'm gonna go see if I can go hit that shit up so I can finally get my laptop, and then I can sell my my PC rig, and the money that I get from there will obviously offset what I spent on for the laptop and shit. But then I still got the PlayStation, so my idea is like, am I gonna use my laptop for gaming? If so, do I buy Call of Duty for the laptop, or on Steam, or whatever company does it? I don't know if it's Steam. I think it's Steam, right? Or Origin or whatever bullshit. Or just keep the PlayStation and then get COD 4, BO4 on that. Or sell the PlayStation and get the Nintendo Switch so I can get Mario Kart Action going on with you guys. So it's like a toss-up right now, guys. It's like up in the air. The main objective for me is getting the laptop so I can sell my rig, so I can actually, I could have my laptop out here with me. And obviously, once like my little business like starts, to like actually pick up and stuff, I can be on the go and not feel like I have to like I can only work on that in my room at home and shit. Like I can actually take the laptop with me, and then I can do stuff on the go with it, and hence why I really want a laptop. And it is obviously a more beefier laptop. It's not like super like top of the line or anything along those lines. It's kind of like a mid-range one. So I'm gonna buy that one and see how well it works. All I needed to do is, I don't need it for streaming obviously, but I need it for so I can actually, so it can handle Adobe Premiere, for video editing, like low level stuff. Not gonna be doing like fucking cinematic and shit. If it could handle After Effects, that would be good. Currently my rig like semi handles After Effects for like all the lower thirds and stuff like that I've created for some of you guys and shit. If it could handle that, great, but it's got to handle Adobe Premiere and Photoshop for sure. Everything else obviously is just like YouTube, email and stuff like that. But if it can handle those two programs, I'm good with the computer. If it can game, because it's geared as a gaming computer. Obviously, it's got a dedicated graphics card and stuff like that. But we'll see how that goes. So that's my idea, bro. Do it. Make the switch, man. Yes, you missed my drunk driving, Albert and I don't miss that shit. Nah, don't give me that shit. Fucking drunk driving ass. How you gonna get fucking drunk off of one wine cooler? Don't be giving me that shit, you fucking, I was gonna say, what the fuck? You, what's that called? What is it called? Lightweights, shit. Fucking lightweight. I was going on, Lil, thank you for dropping by. Bye, Yuki, thank you for dropping by. Hang out. Have fun at work, that shit. Whatever it was that I was trying to say. If I'm like, scrunching my eyes and shit, it's like the sun is legitly right there. It's like right there. Look, watch. I put my fingers right there and I'm holding the sun and shit, man. Bye-bye. I think that's how my brother does it, right? Bye-bye, or how he used to. Bye-bye and shit like that. But yeah, I would like to switch just for Mario Kart. That would be the only reason, pretty much. Like, I don't have like any interest in any other games. But it's up in the air. It's up in the air for me, I prefer, it's called Beautiful Human. Oh, or Lightweight works too. Lightweight works. Well, I'm gonna go live stream. Adios. All right, Lil, thank you for dropping by. Thank you for dropping back in and then telling us you're gonna go live stream. Adios. I didn't have one. I had more to. No. You said one wine cooler, and I was like, what the fuck? Nah, don't be giving me that shit. And then you tell me that like your entire family is like pretty much drunks, and then you're the lightweight out of the family. Like, what happened there? Like, did you just not get the genes? Like, were they not passed on to you? Like, what's up with that? Was like there a miscommunication? What happened there? What happened there? Oh yeah, but also, Black Ops 4 is gonna be $35 for Black Friday, so I'm gonna try to snag me a copy. I didn't want to spend $60 on it and me like not play it like religiously, how I was playing, BO3 and shit. But I think I can spend $35 on it, play it like once or twice a week. I'm okay with that. But it's still up in the air. Main objective, laptop. That's the first thing I gotta get, laptop. I mean, for real, she told me, I heard something. She told me that her family like loves to drink like on her brother's wedding, right? Like the day before your brother's wedding, like y'all were supposedly getting pissed drunk and shit, or like they were. Pink Lady was just chilling or some shit. I don't know. Like She like had one and got tipsy or something along those lines. Something happened. Wait, but then I think you said your brother doesn't drink. See, that's like where all that misinformation came from. She told me her family's like loves to drink, but then her brother doesn't drink at all, or something like that. So there was a whole lot of misinformation that happened, and I'm like, how the fuck are you such a lightweight with one wine cooler and shit, man? Oh, you're not a lightweight. Oh, you see what had happened was, yeah, English is not my forte any day, Angie. No days do I speak proper English. Actually, I speak properly at work and stuff like that, which throws off a lot of people. Cause you guys hear me talk like ghetto, slangish, Mexicanish, non-Americanish, type of English. But whenever like I'm at work and stuff, like I speak very proper to like all the teachers and stuff, and they're like, "Whoa, super proper." And I had a conversation with one of the teachers and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, I kind of grew up more like a hoodlum type of aspect. I wasn't like a heavy gangbanger, but I kind of grew up in that kind of environment. So like it really surprises people whenever I speak to them like super proper, and like they see that I'm actually educated and like I know like big words and stuff like that. And they're like, "Whoa." Like I'm an underdog. They underestimate me. Quit underestimating me. What do you mean, how much, Joker Jack? How much for what? Both brothers are not drinkers. I'm the only one of the kids that is a drinker. Oh, see? So then where the fuck is it that your family is like drunks and shit? Where the fuck did that piece of information come from, Pink Lady? I'm telling you, all I'm hearing is lies. I'm hearing is lies. They're all lies. They're all lies. All lies on me. That was Tupac, right? All Eyes on Me, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know too much of Tupac's music and shit. That was also a movie, right? All Eyes on Me. It was a Tupac documentary or biography. Do you got your pupper on a leash? Put your pupper on a leash, man. Shit. Oh, how much the laptop's gonna cost me? It's only like $6, bro. It's not that. I mean, it's a Black Friday deal, so it's like originally I think $850. If I'm not mistaken, it's originally $850, somewhere around there. So it's gonna be about $6. So again, that's why I'm saying like it's more of a mid-range type of laptop. It's gonna have an 8th gen i5, which I know the i5s now are the quad cores, and the i7s now moved up to a hexa-core. So I'm seeing if a quad core is gonna handle what I want to throw at it. It's gonna have a 1050, which I know a 1050 is gonna be. It's not up there. I know a 1050 is not big and shit, but it's a 4 gig card. It's gonna have 8 gigs of RAM. So again, mid-range. I completely understand it's mid-range. It's not the best out there, but I just want to get my hands on this one, see if it's good. Obviously if it handles what I need to throw at it, good, because I don't need it to be like super top of the line and shit, because what I'm gonna start dealing with now is not all that shit that I originally had planned on doing. So I just needed to handle Photoshop well. I just needed to handle Adobe Premiere well, and we're good, because Adobe Premiere for like creating ads, ad sets for to run Facebook ads and shit, and then Photoshop just create thumbnails for YouTube or create thumbnails for the ads, and little stuff here and there as well. So that's the biggest things that I needed to handle, and so I just needed to be portable as well. But I don't really need it for gaming, because I haven't really gamed in a while, and the only game that I would really play would be Black Ops 4, and if I had a Switch I would play Mario Kart 8 with some of you guys and shit. Since I did have the Wii U, but my ass sold it. My dad and my cousin are the drunks. Oh, okay, gotcha. So your dad is the drunk. So that's where you get that shit. That's where you get that behavior. Fucking slurring your words and shit. Drunk driving like a motherfucker. I see. I see. So I got a guy to my left-hand side on another bench, just hanging out, kicking it, chilling there. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know why I'm questioning it, but he's there. Somebody tell me why we die, 'cause I don't wanna die. And I don't know what it was about this birthday cake. Like, I've had tres leches cake. But this tres leches, trust me, it's been the same one, because we always buy the same, tres leches cake from the same place, for like most of our birthdays, because we're fucking Mexican, right? But for some reason, this one was just like super fucking delicious, man. So like, I honestly really enjoyed my birthday cake. Like, I never really eat birthday cake, to be honest. Like, I really, like, whatever, I'll take a little small piece and shit. Especially if it's like, just, plain vanilla, or just, a chocolate or whatever type situation. And, like, if it's our family, we always more than likely do tres leches. And, I have a little piece. But this one was just, like, so good. I don't know why. Maybe they just added more milk to it and shit. She's on guard, guys. She's gonna go get something. She wants to fuck somebody up. Let's go to the mall, man. I'm not dressed up for the mall right now, bro. I'm that type of person. I gotta be dressed up to go places. Like, granted, I'm not like sloppy, but I'm not up there. Like, this is how I would go to work per se. And I know I don't feel 100%. You get what I'm saying? Like, I gotta feel 100%. Like, I gotta feel like $1 million. Like, I don't want to feel like 2 cents. I want to feel like $1 million when I'm out there and shit, bro. All right, pink lady. Don't act like you can't watch while you're at work. Don't act like you can't watch while you're driving to work and shit. Looking ass. Nah, but be careful. Thank you for dropping by. Greatly appreciate it. Enjoy your day. Kind of sucks you're going to be working all week. You're going to be working on Thanksgiving and shit, but awesome. Awesome, I guess. Ah! Ah! Na 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 na. Hey, hey. Goodbye. What's going on over there? Over yonder. They're doing stuff. Can y'all hear that clicking? Oh, vanity problems. No, they're not necessarily vanity problems, bro. Well, you can call me vain. You can call me whatever the hell you want. I'll accept it. Don't fucking bother me. But I'm the type of person that I have to look 100%. Like, why am I going to ruin the chance of me being out there? And, I could meet, like, potential bae right there. But if I'm looking sloppy as fuck, that shit ain't gonna happen, Dress to impress, dress for success, Wake up with your best foot forward. So, why the fuck if I'm going to the mall, I'm gonna do it right. Anything worth doing is worth doing right. So, put 100% behind everything. So, if I'm going to work, now, my mentality is also changing towards work. Why the fuck would I go to work sloppy, knowing now that some of the teachers there, like, banging, and, I find them beautiful and shit. Like, why would I go to work sloppy? Why would I put myself in that predicament, I could, like, dress for success over there. Maybe one, like, late nights, she happens to stay late, and then I get, like, my fantasy. Because one of my fantasies, for some odd reason, is to fuck a bitch in a classroom, at a school, So, yeah. You never know. Might just happen. Might just end up on my lap. Literally. Okay? Boom. So you're going to be off Thursday and Friday? See, at least Angie as well. She gets off for Thanksgiving. That's fucked up, Pink. Are you guys going to, like, actually, celebrate Thanksgiving at work? Maybe you guys are going to, like, cook for work and stuff like that? So, yeah. But see, Devontae knows, he knows the stuff. He knows the feels. He knows how it is. Why are you going to go out there looking all ratchet, looking all raggedy and shit when you can look good? Like, why put yourself in that position of not looking your best, not looking your putting your best foot forward, giving the best impression? Because, again, you only get one first impression, and that first impression happens in, like, 5 fucking seconds of meeting somebody. Like, they look at you, and boom. If it's a female, that's looking at you and is looking at a guy who, she happens to be sexually attracted to a guy, within 5 to 10 seconds, she's already deemed you, in the friend zone, or I'd fuck that. You get what I'm saying? Once you've been friend zoned, it's hard as fuck to get out of there, Or, like, not even friend zone per se. It's just, like, fuck or wouldn't fuck. So, usually, if you're a no fuck, then you're going to end up in the friend zone. Like, So, yeah, so first impressions count, man. First impressions count. Hey, what's going on, Marco? How's it going, bro? How you doing, man? Yes. Oh, you are going to be fixing some Thanksgiving at work? Gotcha. Okay, I see you. At least you are going to get a little bit of turkey and stuff like that. Does your mom, probably should let you go for work and shit. I was gonna ask you, does your mom cook for Thanksgiving? Okay, so if I'm barely seeing this fucking post office driver, you know, dropping off mail and shit, that means that the fucking post office driver that has our route is probably barely fucking dropping off our mail and shit. So hopefully they have my my chingaera, my little shoulder mount and stuff like that. Do I mean smash? Yeah, exactly. Smash or pass, for real. Like, you know, because you know, you either fuck or you wouldn't fuck. You know, same with the guy seeing a female. You know, you either fuck or you wouldn't fuck. Now there are some females that, you know, when you look at them, you know, you're like, okay, you know, like maybe passable type situation. And I feel like, yeah. Now if you do fuck up on the first impression, it is possible. It is possible to, like, you know, change that around, but it's gotta be like night and day type of situation. So like, let's say that I see a female, she's like in her fucking pajamas, you know, hair's like all nappy, you know, fucked up, you know, like maybe she's got slobber on her fucking face, or I don't know, whatever, you know, eyes are puffy because the bra just barely fucking woke up, maybe she's got stains on her shirt, you know, so I'd be like, fuck, man. But the next time I see her, she's like all dolled up and shit, you know, skin tight jeans, you know, skin tight shirt, you know, cleavage is like, you know, pushed up and showing, hair's done, makeup's done, on fucking point. Then, you know, night and day, then, you know, she would go from a pass to a smash, right? So that's like, I think the only way that you can like really, you know, crush that first impression, that bad first impression, is if you like make a really, really, really good second impression. But man, it's hard, bro. It's hard, man. Cocktastic as always, exactly, Marco. You gotta stay cocktastic, bro. Kind of, we have a big family get together with my dad's family on Thanksgiving, so she is cooking for where she is supposed to be bringing. Ah, gotcha, gotcha. Oh, so you guys do more like of a potluck type of Thanksgiving. I see. See, that's what I was gonna, you know, suggest to my mom. Instead of like my mom cooking everything, like have more like a potluck type of situation. You know, like my mom, maybe she makes the turkey, you know, somebody else makes the dressing, somebody else makes mashed potatoes, somebody else makes corn, green beans, and, you know, the cornbread and shit like that. That way she doesn't have to make everything, and then, you know, everybody just brings their shit. So the cooking gets spread out. Because, you know, she is saying that this is going to be our last Thanksgiving where she's going to have it at our house, and, you know, everybody get together at our house, because she's getting tired of, like, doing all the cooking and stuff like that. So, yeah. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I may not have a good Thanksgiving next year, guys. Again, all I really care is about the stuffing. I'm a dressing type of guy. Nothing feels better than feeling your best. Exactly, bro. Exactly. You're going to be one of those guys with 20 kids. Nah, bro. I just wrap it up, bro. I wrap it up, man. Like, no lie. No lie. Like, I kind of sometimes question if one of the females that had a kid that I happen to have been with potentially could have had my kid. I think I've talked about this before, but then I go back, like the timeline is hazy for me of the last time that I nutted in her. And again, it's like very unusual because I don't necessarily usually bust a nut in a female. I'm just that type of guy, you know. Even if I am wearing a condom, I still do not bust a nut in a female. But this time it just, like, you know, either it was just feeling that great or whatever, and it happened. But then, you know, we separated and stuff. And then, like, later on, you know, a few months down the road, you know, she was pregnant and stuff. But, you know, the timeline at that point when I heard, I had done the math, and I was like, there's no way. But now looking back at it, I'm like, is there still a possibility that I probably have a kid out there? So I don't know, bro. But no, man, I always wrap my shit up. You better take that shit out now, because that motherfucker will still be frozen, man. So yeah, get that shit ready for sure. I know my mom, she has to take it out as well. I don't know exactly how long she takes her stuff out for. But yeah, I mainly fuck with the dressing. I love the ham. I love the ham more than the turkey, to be honest. But yeah, I really fuck with the dressing more often than not. What do you mean, Angie? That's not 100%. What are they doing? Are they playing with the football or some shit? That is a football, huh? Yeah. I kind of feel like, yo, bro, Go long, bro. Throw me a pass, bro. Throw me a pass, man. Oh, never mind. Snowball, she's behind me. She's right there just cheering. She's looking off in the distance that way, because those houses over there, I think there's about two, and like for some odd reason, squirrels just like flock over there. So she more than likely is just like, her attention is being taken by potential squirrels over there, or maybe she's just looking down the street and stuff like that. But yeah, that's where she's at. Oh, condoms, yeah, 100% for, yeah, I understand condoms are not 100% for sure. They have a 97% chance of being effective, or 97% effectiveness, and so there's always that 3%, I think, unless they're 99.7%, so there's a 0.3%. Sterilization is 99.9, so then they always like, still, it's not 100%, they still leave like a little sliver and shit. So yeah, but homegirl, she had birth control. I used condoms and pulled out still, so I was like compounding that shit, like birth control with the condom with the pull out method, you get what I'm saying? So I was compounding that shit so I could, like, even the odds more into my favor and stuff, man. But yeah, birth control, trust me, I've done the research on, birth control and like IUDs and, chemical, what is it, is it chemical IUDs and then hormonal IUDs? Is it chemical? What's the other one? I know there's hormonal IUDs and then there's the other one. I forgot what the other one. I don't know if it's chemical. I could be wrong on that one. I don't know why my straps over here like got smaller and shit. I really hate sitting under this tree because there's a lot of bugs that fall on me and shit. They love me. They love me. And I love it too much. And I love it too much. Birth control didn't work good. I got a homegirl who got pregnant while on birth control. Whoa. Whoa. Maybe he was just a little bit too big and he got past the birth control, bruh. You never know, bruh. Because I'm not saying that I'm like big or anything, but for some odd reason, homegirl would say that, that I was like hitting her birth control, which I found odd. But at the same time, like sometimes, like if I paid attention, I could feel, like on the tip of my penis and shit, I could feel like I was hitting something. But I don't know. I was like, okay, whatever, like, does it hurt? She's like, sometimes. I was like, okay, so you just want me like to scoot it to the other side? Because I still wanted to hit it, obviously, shit. So yeah, she's paying attention to squirrels and shit. But yeah, I like started to like really understand, or try to understand as much as possible about contraception and shit. Condoms, female condoms, dental dams, all of like the female birth controls, the shots and how it affects females, and the IUDs and how it affects them. How some females, they gain weight on it and stuff like that. You got pregnant on the pill? Whoa. Yeah, the pill as well. I completely forgot about the pill, to be honest. But then they got Plan B, which is no longer, and now it's OTC. It's no longer by prescription and shit. But I have heard of people, still getting pregnant on some birth control. I don't know if you guys have heard of like of females that have been pregnant and they didn't know they were pregnant until they were fucking delivering their baby. Like all of a sudden they were like, what the fuck, and like they feel like this, like, oh shit, and like, water breaks and shit, and they're having to go to the hospital and they tell them that they're pregnant and stuff. I think that was a show back in the day on TLC, right? I think it was on TLC if I'm not mistaken. We're like, I didn't know I was pregnant or some shit. Like, so they they tell stories about like the females that just honestly didn't know they were pregnant, or sometimes they don't know they're pregnant until like 6-7 months in. Again, the really strange one was the one where she just didn't know at all until she was giving birth. I'm like, bruh, how the fuck do you just not know? Like, did you just not, like, like you spaced out that you have a period every month, and it's like, oh, happy surprise, you like got rid of periods in general, like altogether, like, that didn't like raise any flags. Gaining weight is definitely a huge phenomenon in women who take birth control. Exactly. That's why some women don't want to take birth control, because, you know, they don't want to gain weight. Can we say that that would be like the female equivalent to a guy saying, I don't like wearing condoms because I don't like how it feels? You know, and then she would be like, I don't like birth control because I don't want to gain weight. You get what I'm saying? Can we like equate those two together right there? Yeah, it was a show on TLC. Yeah, see, I thought it was. I thought it was. Like back in the day, right? I don't remember exactly how many years ago, but yeah. See, like Angie knew she was, you know, pregnant every single time. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know how you just like don't know. Granted, some of these females were like, you know, heavy set, so, you know, it's not like they could see like the gain of the weight, you know, from the belly and shit. So I understand that. But how do you just like not, you know, keep it in mind? Like, hey, I have a period every month. Like, you know, Aunt Flo didn't show up this month. Aunt Flo didn't show up this month at all. Next month, like, you know, do you like not start questioning? Like, hey, you know, I haven't had a period. Like, what happened here? You get what I'm saying? Like, fuck. What do you mean that's what happened with your mom, Alanis? Like, she didn't know she was pregnant, or she got pregnant with you while she was on birth control? Because, you know, sometimes, you know, birth control is only as effective, but it's also only as effective if it's used correctly. You know, so like, let's say, you know, the pill is 99%. I think it's 99 if I'm not mistaken. The pill is 99 because I know condoms are 97, and I think female condoms have a lower percentage of effectiveness, which I forgot exactly what it was. But short of, you know, like pills and shots and, you know, devices, male condoms are the most effective, which is 97%. Again, I could be wrong on these numbers. I could be misremembering them. But, you know, the pill is only effective if you take it at the right time every single day, you know, like within that window. So that's kind of like also a thing that you got to think about. You know, a condom is only effective if you wear it properly and shit. Now, if you put on two condoms, you know, two condoms don't fucking work because, you know, the friction causes them to tear and shit. So then you're like fucked and shit. So, you know, it's only effective if you use it every time, all the time. You know, like if you stick it in for a little bit and then you put on the condom, well, guess what? If homegirl had an STD, or if you had an STD, you just fucking passed it on by just dipping your fucking shit in there, you know, playing around in the puddle, and then actually putting on the condom, you know. So, again, it's only as effective as the person using it. No, she didn't find out till she dropped by the hospital. Whoa, that's weird, man. Also, I don't think that's an equivalent comparison. No, why not? I mean, I think so. You know, a guy just, you know, he doesn't want to wear a condom because he doesn't feel the good. She doesn't want to take birth control because, you know, she's not going to feel good about her body by gaining weight. See, you know, it's all emotion based. I think it's a good comparison. Leave me alone, Devontae. Let me live. 100% abstinence is the only way, exactly. You know? Use Pamela, or use a fucking toy if you like, you know, if you don't want to run those risks and shit. Na 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 na, hey hey, goodbye. It's not that big of a delay now, to be honest. I mean, there's still the delay there, but it's not as big as it normally is. Or maybe I just thought that there was such a big delay, but it's not as huge as like I was thinking like 15, 20 seconds at most, or, you know, minimum most of the time, man. The sex ed teacher at school said that one of the person has to use the condom. Yeah, one person has to wear a condom, bro. Otherwise, it doesn't work. If no one's wearing a condom, it doesn't work. Either the woman wears a female condom, which is less effective than a male condom, or the guy wears a male condom, which is more effective, you know? And most females are like more self-conscious. Like, granted, I don't know why they made the female condom, to be honest. I guess in a way for the female to, you know, feel self-empowered and, you know, like she has her own protection. But they are less effective, but at the same time, it's like a bag sticking out of the pussy. Like, it legit is a bag sticking out of the pussy that the guy inserts, his shit into. Whereas the male condom just kind of like, rolls onto the penis and stays there. Also, it's very important that you buy condoms that actually fit you. Otherwise, that motherfucker, you're going in there and you're going like hard and shit, and the motherfucker like ends up slipping and you're like fucked. Sometimes, condoms do snap as well. Most of the time is because, the guy is not like wearing the right size. Sometimes they're too large, sometimes they're too small. Sometimes whenever you think it's too large, it actually may be the fact that it's too small, So you gotta like, you gotta play around with that shit. You gotta experimentate, experimentate. Not experiment, experimentate with that. It ain't worth it if you have to wear a condom. Yo, that's why you gotta find that keeper, Joker. You gotta find that keeper, When you find that keeper, then, you raw dog that shit all day, bro. Raw dog them, because if you raw dog them randoms, bro, I don't know, bro. You don't know where they've been, man. It doesn't matter where they've been, but you don't know if they've been, if they've been safe. You get what I'm saying? That's the issue. Like, it doesn't matter where a person has been. Like, honestly, if homegirl has fucked 100 guys, like, power to you, whatever, man. I'm 101. Let's go, baby. But have you been safe? That's the question. You got like a Carfax report. Like, go get a fucking STD report and shit. And like, I'm gonna be like, where's the Carfax? You get what I'm saying? Like, whenever you used to go buy a used car, I used to see those fucking commercials all the time. Where's the Carfax? Where's the Carfax? Yo, where's the Carfax at? This is a used model. I need to see some fucking reports here and shit, man. Believe it or not, there is a female condom, bro. I just said it looks like a fucking bag sticking out of the pussy. You have some because you're a nerd? Have you opened it? Have you played with it? I've made balloons with condoms, bro. Also, I wanted to taste like the flavored lube on them. It runs out so quick. That's why I was talking about that other time. Whenever, if I'm going to design a condom myself, I'm going to do a flavor infused condom where the fucking flavor doesn't like run out and shit, because like as soon as the female licks off the lube, the taste is gone. You either have to like buy a separate bottle of lube to get your dick sucked with the condom, but at the same time, I don't know, like I don't think you can suck dick real well with the condom on, like I don't think it works out really well, getting your dick sucked with the condom. Because like, if a female knows how to suck dick, then and if a guy knows how he likes to get his dick sucked, we all know that there's got to be, a little bit of both, stroking on the shaft and, some mouth action. And if you're stroking the shaft, the condom is just like bound to slip off, and it's going to be a very uncomfortable experience for both. That more than likely it's just going to end up with the guy taking off the condom and they're going to raw dog it anyways. So, I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. Now, it would work in one way if homeboy sticks it in with the condom and then it's flavored, and then, like maybe he's like sticking it in there, the lube stays like on her vaginal shit, and then, he goes down and licks her and he gets the taste of that. That's one thing. But I don't know, man. I'm just crazy like that. I have thought about these things. Yeah, bro, taste the rainbow. Oh, Marco said that before I talked about the condoms. Gotcha. I was like, bro, how you like repeating what I'm saying here, man? See, Gina knows right there. You heard it from a female's perspective. Sucking dick with the condom doesn't work. For one, the guy's not going to feel shit. Two, it's going to be a weird experience for both parties. Three, the female's going to be like, she's not going to know how to stroke it, because if she, strokes it hard, because, some guys like, like harder pressure, some guys like light pressure. But, the pressure of the female's hand while she's trying to stroke it is going to grip the fucking condom, and then the condom's going to end up fucking slipping off and shit. And then it's going to feel like the girl's got a goddamn balloon in her mouth, because as the condom slides up, she's just going to feel the fucking latex and shit. It's not going to be a fun experience, man. It's just not. It is just not. So that's why you got to find yourself that one, the true honey and shit, that ride or die for a little bit. Or, just be safe, If you're like questioning it, fucking go to the goddamn clinic. Get yourself an STD report. You get one, she gets one. You show each other and like, boom, let's go. We can raw dog right here, baby. Let's go. You get what I'm saying? It's all about being safe. It's all about being safe. Wait, who wants to suck me? I like it when she goes for the cheese up under my nuts. Tickles me like crazy. Whoa. So you like getting your taints licked and shit, bro? I can't do that, man. Like, I don't even like, like ball action or like, fondling the balls and stuff. Like, I don't really feel much. Like, I don't get it. Like I've had a girl, like, like put my nuts in her mouth. And I'm like, there's like not a whole lot of receptors there. Like nerve endings and shit too, like where I get pleasure out of it. You get what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe I'm a weird one like that. Exactly. Go raw or go home. Gina doesn't know hands. I see you just be bobbing for them apples, huh? I see you, Gina. Frankly, I gotta have some hand action, bro, because unless the female knows what she's doing with the mouth, then it's a different concept. But, I've talked about this, that plunger technique, where homegirl's just like, using both hands and, it's like sliding up and down the shaft and then, following it up with her mouth and shit. It's like the technique that works like the best for me. Because sometimes the female like really isn't giving me like much stimulation, unless we're deep throating, then obviously like the tip of my penis is like touching, because it just going inside the mouth. There's not much stimulation happening unless homegirl knows how to use her tongue and stuff like that, and it all just comes down to either knowing or not knowing how to give proper head and shit. Same goes with the guy. If a guy just doesn't know how to properly stimulate a female while he's giving head, then it's going to be a bad experience for the female as well. And she's going to be like, what, stop, either put it in or let me show you how to do it, or, along those lines and shit. We started with food, now it's sex. It's always sex. Wait, we were talking about food? What were we talking about on food-wise? I completely forgot what we were talking or discussing about food, to be honest with you. What were we talking about food-wise? I know we talked about Pocky because Dan brought up Pocky, but what else were we discussing food-wise? I talked about my birthday cake, and then stop. Look, there's a squirrel on the tree looking at her. We were talking about turkey, huh? Thanksgiving food. You're right. Would dick be considered food? I would say no, because you're not really consuming it. You're just putting it in your mouth and playing with it for a little bit. Now, the semen, if you like... Wait. That's not what we were doing. I need you to turn around this way, baby. The semen would be a whole nother thing, because we all know it's just protein. It's a lot of protein. There have been studies that, that dictates that a male's sperm inside of the female's body, whether it's, ingested orally or, vaginally or just like applying it topically to the skin and shit, apparently helps out. Like it releases hormones or some shit like that. Is it dopamine? It releases something to where like it causes a good mood for the female. So when a female says, I'm not in the mood, I have a headache, for one, if the guy can like bang the brains out of the female and like give her like a really, really good orgasm, orgasms are good for headaches. And the added benefit of the sperm being inside of her will, even create a better feeling for her. So, that's like the number one argument the guy's got to make right there. Like, this dick will literally make you happy and will get rid of the fucking headache. I mean, it's a no-brainer. Shit. Better yet, pussy. I still wouldn't consider pussy to be like edible. Or, because you just put it in your mouth and you're licking it. You're not really eating it, You're like... Now, if you eat an ass and you get a dingleberry, that's a whole different concept, One of the when I said applying it topically is because one of the females that I used to date, she said that with one of her exes back in the day, I guess, because we all go through puberty, we all get acne and shit. Apparently sperm is really good for acne. So she would have her guy just like, rub one out in the restroom into a cup, like at night, most nights, if not every night. And she would legitly, no lie, just rub it on her face and then let it dry. And that was her, like you guys know about Proactive and shit. So that was her Proactive. And apparently this came from a dermatologist. The dermatologist told her that that was a really effective way of treating acne. Apparently it worked because she kept on doing it, obviously. And obviously once she got over the whole acne phase, she didn't do it anymore. But yeah, that was a story that she shared with me. So I was like, oh, okay, that's good. Good on you for that. Shit. Speaking of BJs, you need one. You should have had Pink, give you a quick blowy before she went to work and shit, bro. Or what you do is you go pop up at her work whenever it's her break time and just be like, yo, Pink, I'm outside, I've been fiending for this shit, I'm ready, I'm hard like a motherfucking stallion and shit, let's go. And bam, bump it out. And then she goes back to work. Boom. Where there's a will, there's a way. New from Proactive, Jizz Active. I never even thought about that, bro. You just had a BJ half an hour ago. Hey, yo, bro, keep doing you, bro. Keep doing you, bro. I see you, bro. Big ups to you, man. Or you could do the massage on the web of the hands and head, which helps a lot, which I think you recommend. Yeah, the pressure point right here. Yeah, I can't really move my left hand too much this way because Snowball kind of wound up the leash whenever she went that way to look at the squirrel. And I don't like to, choke her and stuff or pull on her because she knows that. So, yeah. But yeah, the little pressure point right there, and it relieves it, man, which is so odd to me because honestly, I only had couple migraines during school, but the times that I did, I was just sitting there rubbing that shit out underneath the fucking desk or table and shit, to where I'm pretty sure some of the students felt like it was weird as fuck. Hold on, I gotta fix this leash. Alright. Nah, I wasn't getting up for anything, baby. I wasn't getting up for anything. You just have the leash all crazy and shit. But yeah, that was the thing she did. She would, have the dude, which was her ex-baby daddy, he would just apparently, rub one out into a cup, and there she goes at night. You know how some females do that, what is it, an avocado mask or that cream mask and shit? You know how females used to do that shit before bed, and they would have all that shit, and they put cucumbers and stuff. Cucumbers are actually really good for the bags under your eyes, which is exactly why females do that. I don't know what it does, but it really helps out with bags under your eyes. Cucumbers in general are really good for you, so if you put cucumbers in water, cucumbers, lemons, and limes, and you put it all in a pitcher, you cut up all the fruit, or can we consider it fruit or vegetables or whatever it is, you cut them up, put them in a big pitcher full of water, and then just let it sit, marinate, or whatever the fuck is the term, and then you just pour yourself a cup of water, and all that infusion, it's infused in the water, so therefore you're drinking healthy water and shit. And obviously, we can talk about, the alkalinity of water, testing the pH level and shit. I didn't even know that they made alkaline pitchers. I really got to get myself one of those. I really want one of those alkaline pitchers. It, just infuses the water with, alkalinity or whatever it is that, that it's supposed to have and shit. So, yeah. Yeah, cucumber and avocado are really good for your skin. Yeah. Sent you the details in Facebook Messenger. I saw it, but I didn't want to read it just in case that I say something, so I was gonna not, but okay, I got you. Let me see. But yeah, bro, slide up in there, bro. Gotta think quick on the feet, right, Dan? Gotta think quick on the feet, bro. See, I was about to read it out loud again, bro. Let me see. Oh, okay, gotcha. See, and that's exactly why, because again, I was about to read it out loud and put that shit on blast, but yo, I get you. It's called, yeah, detox water, that one right there. Yeah, I'll marinate all over people. You drink a cucumber, lemon, lime infused water all the time, yo. I haven't done it. I used to have a friend who used to do that shit all the time back when I worked at Walmart. Um, but it wasn't like she was having it in a big pitcher and then pouring it into like a different cup and stuff like that. She was legitly taking like a little, like those big gallon, like the 5 gallon jugs that you put on top of like the water dispensers. So it was like a miniature version of it. And I don't know if it was like a pint. So she would like cut up the lemon, limes, and the cucumbers and throw it in there and then add the water and then like swirl it around and like all day, swirl it around and stuff like that and drink it, refill it, drink it, refill it and stuff like that. Because obviously it all stayed in there. And she said that it was good for like 2 days, like, the lemons, the limes and stuff like that. They were good for like up to 2 days. And then, she would, throw it all out, rinse it out, and, rinse, repeat and shit like that. But I've never actually tried it or tasted it. Now I've had, my water with like, spritz of lemon, because whenever you order like water at a restaurant, they ask you lemon or not. And I always say no. Sometimes they fuck up and they bring it. So, I get a little bit of a taste on it. But I've never really had it, to be honest. So I don't know like whether I'll fuck with it or not. But I hear it's really good for you. It actually tastes great. Oh. Okay. But yeah, I had a friend who used to do that shit all the time. And actually, that's the same friend that we came out to this very same park like not long ago, like a week or so ago and shit. And we were walking, that was the friend that I told you guys that I hadn't kicked it with like in a long ass fucking time and shit. And she's talking about, because she's like a friend who went through like a very bad situation, like, with her ex, baby daddy and stuff like that. And she has been like in a fucking state of like kind of running away from being in a relationship with guys. So she kind of like really walled up. And so therefore anytime that, she was with the guy and it got anywhere remotely near to like him having feelings with her or for her, she like, completely shut that shit down. So she was like very, sheltered, like very shelled up and stuff. And so she was here, we're walking around discussing stuff, and she's talking about, because I've been like sending her like some of the books that I've been reading myself, some of the fucking motivational videos that I like watch on YouTube myself, and like really trying to open up her mind and stuff. And it's been getting to her, like, it's really been, causing her, impacting her in a way, which I'm really glad and stuff like that. So now she's opening more up, but we're talking about, this guy, and, so she says that she finally like actually had sex with him and stuff like that, because her biggest thing is, I don't know where the fuck she gets this idea. I don't know where anybody gets this idea that, and I guess a lot of people have this idea as well. I don't, but that somehow sex is gonna create feelings. I feel like feelings are created regardless of the sex or not. Like I don't think the sex makes the relationship, but I in a way I do. Like the sex has to be good. If the sex is bad and there are like no emotions to the relationship, then I'm like, this is just not for me. Now obviously sex isn't everything, obviously, but me being like a very sexual type of person, it is a point that I really don't want to compromise on. So, whenever I'm looking for a potential partner, sex is something that I look into as far as, like, is sex good with the personality, because, the sex can be great, and then this girl is just a fucking backstabbing bitch, obviously it all like full package wise, I'm thinking full package here, right? So she's talking about how she finally slept with him and, yada yada, and then somehow they were having a conversation about deep throating, and homegirl had never fucking deep throated before, let alone she doesn't really suck dick. She has a fucking gag reflex. So I'm like, oh, poor him. So yeah, I feel for the guy, man. Not gonna get his dick sucked, at least not anytime soon. If she's like willing to work on it and like, try it and shit, that's one thing. But if she honestly has a fucking gag reflex, she says she gags whenever she's fucking brushing her teeth like that. Like, just imagine he puts it in a little bit, she's like we've seen a female gag on a cock before, but that's whenever she's like deep throating and she's like working it like a fucking champ, right? She pulls it out, slobbered like a motherfucker, but she goes back in. I don't think that's how it would work with my friend. But yeah, that was a conversation that we had. She's never deep throated before, let alone suck dick. So yeah, they were having a conversation about that, how he would like that, or I guess he was suggesting it to her. I don't know, but yeah, that was a weird one. Nah. I don't know how long we've been out here. So I got boom, 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 boom. Let me see what we got going on. Yo, damn. I'm running an ad right now for for this product. I gotta say, man, like the video is getting a lot of views, and I'm really glad about that. I keep getting notified. Somebody liked your post. Somebody liked your post. Somebody liked your post, and stuff like that. You know. I did not notice that you guys could see the shadow of the camera right on me. And it like completely swapped over to top chat again. Okay, we're good. We're good. I don't know how long we've been out here. We've been out here for a while, right? Somewhere around there. What the fuck are you taking off your shirt for, bro? What the fuck, bro? What the fuck, bro? 1 hour and a half? Well, that's not bad. Yeah, huh? Because we got here like roughly around 2:30ish. Somewhere around there, potentially. So yeah, I feel you. I feels you. I feels you. I feels you. I thought he was taking off his shirt to like turn it around. No, this motherfucker took off his shirt and folded it up. Why? I don't know. It's not like it's hot as fuck outside. Oh shit. No, she's got him on a leash. I think she has him on a leash. There's 2 doggies over there. Cause girl, I got you. I don't think you'll be able to see. He's like far, far away. Far away, far away. Like they're playing football and shit, but you know, like on the camera, you know, motherfuckers is gonna look like a little bitty fucking like dot and shit. So yeah, you ain't gonna see shit. I just barely see a silhouette myself of the person and shit, just like running around. And I also feel like it's more of a young kid as well. Like I think he's practicing, cause I think he's practicing like as a receiver. Cause he's posting up, taking off, and then you know supposed to turn back around for the football. Either he's the one practicing to be a receiver, or the other guy is practicing to be a quarterback. Either which way, someone is practicing here, cause they're not just playing like normal catch. You know what I'm saying? Normal catch would just be like, you know, one person on either side and then they just throw the ball back and forth. Have you guys ever watched that episode of Friends where they were playing catch like the entire episode and like they're not dropping the ball and like, you know, throwing it back and forth for like hours on end? That'd be something stupid to do, but fun to do. Hey, what's going on, Iman? How you doing, bro? Thank you for dropping by, man. How's everything going, man? Super awesome. Thank you for popping in. Thank you for saying hi. Thank you for interacting with us. You know, interacting and shit or whatever, bro. But thank you so much, bro. Yeah, you can't see shit, man. Oh, see, I told you, bro. Why the fuck did you even take off your shirt? I told you it was cold, bro. Told you it was cold. He fucking put his shirt back on and shit, bro. But nah, motherfuckers want to listen to me? Nah, I know better. Nah, looking ass. I heard voices. Oh, it's them yelling and shit. But yeah. I mean, it's only getting colder because the sun is going down, so it makes no sense. But whatever. Yo, whoa, yo, whoa. But yeah, that was the thing that happened to me on Thursday, man. Like it tripped me out that I had that thought. You know, like I compared myself to that female, and I was like, I am beneath you in that sense. And I guess it happens like as well, you know? Like I'm pretty sure some guys go through this as well, like where they feel that they're not as like on the same level as a female. Like they put the female at like at a 10, you know, because she's like too beautiful, too pretty and shit. Like, you know, she'd never look at me, I'm too ugly. So I guess maybe that was also part of it, you know, like social status wise because of the job. Me not looking my best, you know, or not feeling my best because of, you know, because I wasn't dressed my best, but at the same time, like not believing 100% in myself, and that's what really shook me. Like, how come I didn't believe 100% in myself, no matter how I looked? Cause trust me, I've gone to like fucking Home Depot, man. You know, remember whenever I was doing like that driveway, like helping out with the driveway, like, you know, laying the concrete and shit. what was it, cement work, I think somebody told me, like put me on deck about that. And you know, I'm over here sweating and you know, dusty, hair's all fucked up. And that was back when I had my long hair. My hair is like all fucked up. And then I'm going back and forth, you know, going to a Home Depot and shit. And I'm going to the same cashier, and she's beautiful, mind you. I think she's beautiful. And I'm looking like scruffy like a motherfucker, but yet I felt 100%. Like, I'm dusty, you know, got cement, you know, dust all over me. You know, water from being, you know, getting sprayed, you know, because we got to keep the cement running and, you know, wet and moist and shit. My hair's fucked up. And I still felt 100% to, like, where she was actually hitting on me, which was quite odd. But I still didn't have the balls to, like, ask her out. So maybe I wasn't a complete 100% on that situation. But my behavior was, you know, I was, like, you know, playing along with her. And, you know, she was hitting on me. And, you know, I was, you know, like, giving feedback and shit. But I didn't ask her out, so that's where I dropped the ball. But, you know, at the same time, you know, I was like, what the fuck happened in this fucking particular situation? What happened, bro? What happened, bro? Maybe he saw a female was flexing for her shrugs. What do you mean, Gina? What do you mean? The other people still playing with the ball? Yeah, they're still over there. Well, actually, they're still there. They aren't really throwing the ball anymore. They're just talking to each other, standing up. So I don't know what's going on over there now. All hail the sagacious, all-knowing Albert. You're gonna have to put me on deck about what sagacious means, bro. You're gonna have to, like, dish me. You gotta let me know, bro. You can't be throwing out these words that I don't know. Like, if you feel like Albert's not gonna know this word, you know, lead it off with the definition. Looking ass. But what do you mean? See, like, people are sharing my video ad, bro, and I like it. Now the only thing is, it's gotta convert to sales. That's the thing, man. People are sharing the ad. People are, you know, engaging with the ad. You gotta buy, people. Buy, looking ass, man. That is like the end goal. Buy. Na 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 na. This is the second time that this chopper has passed over me. Oh, sagacious means wise. Okay, thank you. See? That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do, Devontae. Sometimes you're going to have to dumb it down for me just a little bit, you know? Just a little bit. I may not know all the words that you know. You get what I'm saying? Let's go. So again, if you somehow think like, oh, Albert might not know this word. Definition. Boom. That's how you do that, bro. But thank you. Now I know sagacious means wise. I'm going to have to use that now. Oh, he saw a female and he wanted to flex for her. Gotcha. Oh, now I get you. Now I get you, man. This motherfucker's a scrawny motherfucker, bro. I don't think he's got anything to flex, man. Yeah, exactly. Just keep that in mind, Devontae. Just be like, man, is this like an uncommon word? Albert may not know it. Definition. Boom. And then go on with your comments. Be like, just FYI, this means this. And then put in your comment. And oh no, I won't be offended because I asked you to do it, bro. Because see, you're teaching me, bro. I'm keeping my mind open to education and learning something new every single day, bro. You taught me egalitarian. I still remember the word. Now you taught me sagacious. Boom. I know there was another word that I think you used at some point in time, and I can't remember. I can't quite put my fingers on it. You know, my fingers and stuff like that. Me and Joe were friends for 5 years, but I, after 5 years, mentioned maybe us. What do you mean, Angie? Like, you took the step? Like it was you that took that next step instead of him asking you for, like, your hand in marriage type of, you know, scenario, hypothetical. You were the one that took that initiative? I think that's what you're trying to say. Sagacious, having or showing keen mental discernment and good judgment. Shrewd, straight off, Google. Boom! Who wants to be the guy in the chair? Who's going to be my guy in the chair? Whenever I need something looked up, I need the guy in the chair to be here. Well, of course it's okay. I'm not chastising you and knowing all over 117,000 words in the Oxford Dictionary. I'm with you. Thank you. Thank you for not chastising me, bro. I appreciate you for that, bro. Wait, so you were... Oh, wait. You were friends for 5 years. Okay, see, I misunderstood that. I thought you guys were together for 5 years, and then you took the next step in the relationship. So y'all were like cool for 5 friends, and then you're like, you know what? I think we should date. Gotcha, Angie. Gotcha. I Nintendo you. You know, see, like, there's nothing wrong with the female taking initiative. How do you guys feel about a female asking the guy for his hand in marriage? Like, you know, like, are some guys just like too macho that they couldn't have like the female asking them for their hand in marriage? Like, I feel like I don't think I would be macho in that sense, but I would feel like she's taking my moments to make her feel special. Like, I feel like she would be robbing me of that moment because, you know, again, I'm a romantic. But then at the same time, me giving her that special moment, if she's also that type of person, would be me robbing her of the opportunity to make me feel special and shit like that, you know? So I guess it kind of like goes hand in hand. Is there such a thing as like I propose to you and then she can propose back and stuff like that? Can we like change the norm and have like a double proposal type of situation? But what's going on, Fire Breather? I saw you there, bro. I was kind of like, you know, going with my train of thought. But how you doing, bro? Thanks for popping in, man. How's everything been? I haven't seen you in a while. Hope everything is going great. Coochie, Gravier, Cocktastic, Fucktastic, Asstastic, Licktastic, Orgasmic. I don't know any other fucking words, man. But hope everything is good, man. And now I'm trying to remember the word too, LOL. Was it the word supercilious? Supercilious. It kind of rings a bell, but then it also doesn't. But I want to say that there was a third word, because I know egalitarian is whenever I was talking about, like, you know, the no mod situation and, you know, like everything being equal and stuff like that. Like they're not being like a hierarchy and stuff. And then obviously you just taught me sagacious, you know, being wise. I want to say there was another word, if I'm not mistaken. I could be fucking wrong. But I feel like you're always teaching me words as well, Devontae. I don't think it should matter because fuck gender roles. Wait, dinner rolls? What about dinner rolls? I want dinner rolls. I didn't know it was possible for the female to ask for marriage. What do you mean it was? It's always possible. Like, the female can ask the guy for marriage. It's not a traditional thing to do, but it's not like a female can't get on her knees and ask for a guy's hand in marriage, you know? Like, it's possible to be done. Like, there's no, like, anything impeding her, like, physically. She can get on her knees. She can go buy a ring and present it to the guy and be like, will you marry me? It's possible. It's doable. Traditionally wise, it's not common for, you know, I've seen it happen, but it's not a common thing. Yeah, I know you haven't seen me in months, Fire Breather, bro, but I've been great, man. I've been, you know, super awesome, kicking it. Also, you haven't seen me in months as well because I haven't really been streaming in months. I've only been active, like, consistently for the past, like, 2 weeks or so, if I'm being completely honest. If I remember as well, I think it's been, like, 2 weeks, only about 2 weeks that I've actually been consistently streaming and shit. So, yeah, that's probably also why you didn't see me, because you probably didn't get notified about my shit. Okay, so now homeboys over there are doing push-ups. I'm telling you, I'm thinking that they're, like, you know, training. Maybe they are, like, on a football team. They might be, from this distance, they look short. So I'm thinking junior high. They potentially could be, like, you know, 9th or 10th graders in high school. And they're, like, on the football team. So, you know, they're trying to stay in shape since school is out for Thanksgiving. So that's probably why they're out here. But, you know, they were just doing push-ups and shit. So I'm thinking, yeah, that they're more, you know, training and shit. I mean, you can be the first to start the theory. I'm just saying. Oh, you mean like me just, like, be the first one to... Wait, what theory are we talking about, Gina? I think I bounced around and shit, man. A chick from Love and Hip Hop asked her man for her man's hand in marriage. See? It's been done. It's happened before. This is the first time watching you in 720p and not 720p 60. Yeah, because the stream doesn't allow me to do 60 FPS. The camera can handle 4K 30 FPS, and then it goes down to like 2.7K 60 FPS. I think 2.7K is the highest on 60 FPS is the highest on 2.7K, and then if we go to 1080, we can go to like 120 frames per second. And then if we go to 720, we can go to 240 frames per second and shit. So the camera is good, it's just streaming wise, it does not allow me to go that route. The most is 1080p at 30 FPS, or 1080p in just regular 1080p, because it won't actually say 1080p 30 on YouTube standards. It just doesn't show the 60. How's IRL stuff, man? It's going great, man. I really enjoy my little setup. I got my little backpack for the stuff, so it's really good. I like it. I'm enjoying it. Gets me out of the house, allows me to stream outside of the house, as opposed to, again, feeling tied up. Like I can only stream from my room and shit, where my setup is at. That's why I'm also trying to get a laptop as well, for all the other stuff that I'm currently trying to get off the ground. I can not be tied to my room and shit like that. But we'll see how that works out. A female asking the guy, oh, so like do that double proposal situation. I think that's what you're referring to, Gina. Yeah, like why wouldn't I be able to do that? Like, like I go balls deep and, I ask her for her hand in marriage, and then, she says yes. And, like she says yes to marry me, but then it's my turn to say yes to marry her. So then she has to ask me as well. Boom, and then she goes balls deep, and then she proposes to me, and then boom, she said yes, he said yes, we're good to go, right? Boom, we're getting married. We could so do that. So homeboy has his dog loose out here. We'll see what happens. I fear that whoever is truly ready to be a part of someone's life and truly knows they want to stick with the person for life should be the one asking for their hand in marriage. So the person that has come to the decision first should be the one to ask. I feel you on that, because not everyone is at the same level at the same time, and maybe the other person really wasn't thinking about marriage just quite yet, but then at the moment of them being asked by the other person, everything goes through their mind, and I'm like, why shouldn't we get married, Nope. Chill out. No, baby, no. 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 Come down. Come down. No. Come down. Why are you being a punk? Why you got green flakes on your butt? Come down. Come down. I don't know if you want to be friendly and play, or if you want to be a punk. I don't get that. I don't get that. I forgot where I was. I really forgot where I was. I was saying something about something, and then Snowball just boom, fucked up my shit. Good girl. Oh yeah, the levels. I had to read Devontae's message again. Yeah, maybe as soon as you get asked, that's when it really, oh, I haven't really thought about marriage, but then everything starts to click. Have a lot of fun with this person. I don't question everything. I feel are we there? We are there. And then hence you say yes or no. So yeah, I feel you. I fucks with it, Devontae. I fucks with that. I mean, that's a chance you always have to take, Marco. You got to put yourself out there. You can't be scared to ask somebody out or propose to somebody for because they may say no. Then you wouldn't do anything in life, because if you're always questioning if it's gonna go negative and shit, you just will never do anything in life. So I mean, that's something that it's a risk. Anything in life is a risk, bro. Does my camera handle 1440p? Yes, it handles 4K, bro. So yeah, it definitely handles 1440. Recording, it can do up to 4K. Streaming wise, I'm limited to by what the app allows me to stream at. The app only allows me to do as far as 1080p. I don't know if it's because of the bit rate, but that's as far as it lets me go, bro. But recording wise, it looks pretty, it looks beautiful. But again, it is an action camera, so it is a smaller camera, so you can't compare it to like a DSLR. But yeah, it's good. Exactly. Why wouldn't a girl be allowed to? So do I? Nah, I have nobody to propose to, bro. I'm single and ready to mingle, bro. Yeah, it's definitely a risk, but your heart truly knows what you want, so your heart will go for exactly. But then again, you do got those people that are like very like fearful of rejection, and then they just don't do shit. Like they're too scared that they're gonna fail, so therefore they never take that chance, they never take that shot. And because they have already deemed it in their mind that it's gonna be a no, that it's gonna be a failure, but they never really know. But because they didn't know, or because they just didn't do it, they in a way deem themselves as failures. But you can't call yourself a failure if you never even tried. You gotta actually try shit. You gotta experiment. If it didn't work out, great. You just figured out how it didn't work. You keep on going, and eventually you will figure out a way for it to work. If that female that you asked out says no, okay, great. Maybe she wasn't the one for you. Maybe you just didn't try hard enough. Maybe you gotta actually try a little harder. Sometimes whenever a female says no, it really just means try harder. Get what I'm saying? So you gotta like learn how to like read the situation, so it all comes down to that. Okay, sorry for not knowing this, but are you studying? Am I studying? Are you studying, or do you have a job? What do you do all day? What I am currently doing all day, I'm technically, yes, studying, but not like in school fashion. I'm reading books, gaining knowledge on like real estate. What is another one? E-commerce, and like just investing, like learning how money works and shit like that. So I'm investing in my own education in that sense. I'm trying to start like a little e-commerce business as well, like an online shop, trying to use that like as a cash cow to create an influx of money that I can then use to turn around, like like start to like learn how to invest in real estate, and then like further invest in my education in that aspect. Eventually learn how to invest in like portfolio income, like stocks, bonds, and stuff like that. So learning how to build businesses, learn how to invest in real estate, learn how to invest in stocks and shit like that. Because there's like three types of income. There's earned income, the type of income that you work. You're an employee, you go to work, you go to McDonald's, you go wherever the fuck it is, you earn income. You trade your money or you trade your time for money. And there's portfolio income, which is again, it's just like stocks, bonds, and stuff like that. Trading options and all that good shit. And then the third one is what was the third one? Forgot it. Passive income. Passive income is like comes from like real estate. You don't really have to, you put in the work once, and then the dividends get paid out monthly or yearly and shit like that. So you make money work for you in that aspect. So I'm really like heavily learning on that shit. So that's what I spend my time doing. But yes, I do currently have a job as well. So I can currently pay my bills and shit. But the end goal is to get away from that same model of having to work for everything, having to sacrifice most of my time, because the only way to get more money with earned income is to work more. You get what I'm saying? You have to like put in more hours to get more money. You have to put in overtime to get more money and shit like that. So there's a finite amount of time that you can give up, and a finite amount of money that you will make on earned income. So that's where like the whole idea of like having your money work for you comes into play. So that's really what I've been heavily trying to learn, and trying to heavily leverage, so I can create success for myself. You forgot Mickey Mouse is 90 years old? Yeah, where the fuck were you at, Marco? Where the fuck were you at, bro? Uh-oh, uh-oh. So you saw it streaming at 4K 60 FPS? Does YouTube allow you to stream at 4K 60 FPS? Shit, if so, that's like heavy bandwidth, bro. I've been dating someone for a while, and I'm actually getting ready to propose to them soon. Sorry for not telling you. Wait, nah, nah. Wait, what? For real, Devontae? No way. No way. Nah, nah. Yes, I want to know his name. Devontae is... Actually, I don't even know how old Devontae is. I'm pretty sure he's told me, but I don't know or remember. But yeah, it was yesterday, Marco. I know a Pink Lady had a Mickey Mouse 90th birthday stream, and so did Dan, Shadow of Plays. He also did a stream just celebrating that, which I thought was pretty cool. I also won a little giveaway, throwing that out there. Na 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 na. Hey hey, goodbye. Boom, liked your video. Boom, liked your video. Boom, commented on your video, but nobody's buying. You guys gotta buy. It doesn't work, man. Let me give me that shit, Devontae. His name is me. Motherfucker. I thought you were like literally seeing somebody, bro. You just fucking lied to me, man. How you gonna just like do that, bro? Oh, so you are younger than me. Shit, okay. Oh, it said 2160 p 60 fps. 2160 is actually 2K. So that would be 2K at 60 fps. I forgot the actual resolution for 4K, but 2160, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong again, but I'm pretty sure 2160 is 2K. Man, you really got me on that one, Devontae. I was like already like, oh man, Devontae about to get hitched and shit. But nah. You just gonna marry yourself and shit. I see. I see how you just played with me like that, bro. Hold on, guys. Got this. Man, that's fucked up though. That's fucked up though. So 2160 is 4K? 1080? No, because if you do 1080 times 2, that's 2160. That's only 2K. 1080p times 4, that's what creates 4K. So no, that is, yeah, see, 4K is 3840. Am I seeing friends enough? I read it. What do you mean? Okay. I'm gonna make a blow up doll of myself and put a ring on it. Wait, a cock ring? But yeah, I'm hanging out with friends. I actually, I wasn't kicking it with anybody for a while, to be honest. Like for the longest time. But yeah, I've kind of like started to create this like weekly date type of aspect where like we meet up every Friday. It used to be like every Tuesday. but obviously like it was Tuesday nights for like movies and shit. Like we would go out to eat and go watch a movie. Most of the time it was just the movie, and we would skip the food just because, you know, schedules and shit like that. But we would make it a habit to like actually kick it, you know, at least once a week. And then we quickly got away from that after you know, I wasn't working with them anymore and shit like that. So kind of like started to hit them up once again so we can like start to get back into the groove of that. And now it's Friday because I work at nights and shit, or like Friday days, like, you know, before I go to work, because I work at 5. You're not saying that you agree with Google, but that's the answer that it gave you. Your stream jumped and played from the beginning on my PS4. I don't know what to tell you, Gina. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, Gina. Next time someone asks me if I have a boyfriend, I'll just say I actually have a fiance, and his name is Noah N. What does that mean, Noah N? I have no idea what that means. Damn, it's gonna be 5. Let's go walk for a little bit. Okay, the camera is on low battery, guys. Where are you pulling me to, baby? Hold on, where are you going? I had to tighten up the chingadera. God damn it, Snowball, seriously. It's not where we're going. I'm going over here. We're going over yonders. But yeah, if the stream does happen to die on me, guys, it is because the camera is dying, which actually I could just fucking plug it in. Give me a second. I'll plug in the camera before we die so we can keep the stream going. Because, I mean, that's the purpose of this shit. It's the purpose of this shit right here. To keep everything... Oh my god! Quit pulling me, baby! Shit. See if I can get to it before we end up dying and shit. I mean, that's why I bought all this shit, right? So I wouldn't run into, you know, shit dying on me. Wow, remember when I was talking about Bay walking and shit? It took them this fucking long for them to do a goddamn lap. We're not going that way. I need a bag. Come on, I need a bag. The bag that I should have got earlier, I didn't grab, but I'm gonna go ahead and stock up right now. If you guys are saying something in chat, I can't see it because my phone's in my pocket. Oh my god. You seriously gotta stop pulling me, Snowball. Shit. I think we're charging. I'm hoping that we're charging. You know, I've never actually plugged in the camera, guys. I just now realized it probably looks a little weird with this fucking pink cord that I got. My charging cord is a fucking pink cord. And let me pull out my phone if I could get my hand in my pocket, because Snowball's all fucking tripping on goddamn squirrels and shit. This is exactly why I need like a one-hand free type of situation, so I can like really control Snowball's like erratic movements and shit. Stop fucking pulling me! We're not going that way, baby! God. Oh my god. Thank you for this. Thank you for this. You gotta behave, man. You gotta behave. We're not going that way. We're not going that way. Oh my god, you're gonna choke yourself, I swear. Hold on, guys. Hold on. So, what am I doing? Okay. Yeah, having her... I think we're good. Alright, having Snowball and doing this shit just doesn't work. Yeah, doing this shit with fucking Snowball just doesn't fucking work, guys. It just really doesn't work. It's a pain in the ass with her. It's honestly a goddamn pain in the ass. I think we are charging though, so we should be good. I think we're back. Remember how I was talking about Bay? She looked pretty. She really looked pretty. But Snowball's being a goddamn punk ass and shit. Oh, like no one. Okay. Yeah, Noah and didn't work. It really did. I didn't grasp the concept, you know. It didn't. So we had two people that went to like a bench like next to me and shit to like eat breakfast. Eat breakfast is not fucking middle of the goddamn day, or like morning and shit. To eat dinner, or whatever they came and ate. Homeboy dropped over here in a fucking Audi, man. He dropped in a fucking Audi, or he drove in a fucking Audi and shit. Alright, but we're good. I think we're stabilized. Hey guys, remember, wait, is this? Okay, never mind. I thought it was a wrapper to a condom. Check it out though. I found an actual condom. It's been so long that I've actually held a condom, guys. I don't know why it's here, to be honest with you guys. It's not open. It's probably been in the sun, obviously, so it's like unusable. You know, wouldn't use this shit, but it's there. Check it. Check it out. We're just gonna drop that here after this car passes. Boom. So yeah, there's a condom there. There's a good condom, you know? Boom. Oh my god, baby, quit fucking pulling me. Swear, I'm gonna kick your butt. First you took a shit. I didn't have a bag. Now you wanna be a goddamn punkosaurus, man. Nature sex. Wait, what about nature sex? What about nature sex? Like just out in the wild? Don't get me wrong, bro. I love sex outside, man. I'm down for that shit. I don't know why the fuck you would just like leave a condom there though. I'm just saying, bro. It's like one more opportunity to fuck. You can't be fucking up like that, man. If you get a pack of 12 condoms, that's 12 good times that you can fuck and bust a nut. If you drop one, that's one missed opportunity, man. You cannot be missing opportunities because you dropped the goddamn condom. Yeah, they were gonna get their groove on at the park, man, which I'm down for, you know, fuck it. Granted, if you get caught at the park, it's like, you know, public indecency and shit. And I think you get labeled, I don't know if you get labeled as a sex offender. I really don't know if you do. Oh my god, Snowball, you gotta chill. You guys to chill. I'm really thinking that these streams with Snowball don't work very well. At least whenever I got this entire setup like this, you know, because my hands are like super tied up. If I get the, you know, the little mounts and then I have the camera here, everything becomes a little bit more self-contained and it's just on the backpack itself. So next time that I do a stream with Snowball, it might be different, or we just might not be doing streams with Snowball. She's just like, she's all over the place sometimes, you know? Like right now, she's like super hyper. She just wants to play and shit, like pull me everywhere. Oh, I thought she was gonna smell that. There's a dead bird on the ground. You've kind of had sex outside? While it's cold, yeah. I don't know if it's like enjoyable while it's cold, bro. But yeah, man, sex outside for some odd reason, I fucks with it, man. I don't know what it is about it. Like I'm telling you, like one of my sexual fantasies is, you know, at a school, in a classroom. Don't know why, but it is. Also in like a pool. Don't know why, but it is. From what I've heard, sex in like underwater doesn't work out very well, but I want to get over that fantasy and I want to do it. I don't know if I would do sex on the beach just because, you know, you end up with sand everywhere, and I don't know if, like, you know, my dick would get covered in sand, and then as I, like, you know, penetrate the female, then there's like gonna be sand inside. I don't know. So probably not. But sex outside though, yeah, that's. I've had sex outside in multiple places. I think I've said it on stream at one point or another, that I've had sex outside my in-laws' house on top of their car, like in the middle of the day, while they were in the living room. Like we had just stepped outside. Like we're like, you know, they have a carport, and their car was like facing, you know how you pull into a house, you know, you pull into the driveway, so the car is facing that way. So propped her up on the roof, on the hood of the car, you know, legs open, popped in that shit, you know, fucked for a little bit. They were in the living room watching TV, not like middle of the day, you know, probably like more like 6, you know, evening time and shit. Done that, done like the same scenario, but at my house, you know, on top of my mom's ride. But this was like years ago, so yeah. So I've had sex outside. I don't know why I like it, but I do. Car sex is like one of like a really hard one that I really don't fuck with. I don't really like car sex. It's just like difficult to like get in there, you know, like you don't get a lot like good control or like, you know, good positioning and shit. But yeah. Remember the first time I met you, I was actually a virgin. LOL. Now look what happened. Oh, bitch. She's going crazy with the fucking tree branch and just fucking threw some shit at me. Orale, orale. Check out this big ass branch. Check out that big ass branch. Check that shit out. Check this shit out. She's going crazy. That's what I'm talking about. I can't deal with this in the middle of a stream. Look how tied up I am. Leash is around. Phone is here. Camera is on this other hand. I can't do shit. You get what I'm saying? It just makes it that much more difficult. What's boring? Gina? Oh my god, I can't get away from this fucking branch that she like tied me up to. Oh my god, Snowball. Gotta break it. Okay, we're good. What about in the back of a Volkswagen bus? Now, if there's room to maneuver, I'm down. Like again, the only reason why I don't like car sex is because there's no real room to maneuver, especially if you're in a fucking coupe, you know. But like if you're in, oh shit, like maybe I got like the shivers and shit. It's getting cold. I also gotta take a piss. Like let's say you're maybe like in the back of a truck, you know, that would be one thing potentially. In the back of an SUV and like the seats fold down, that would be one thing. But mainly, I'm the type of person that I really like to be standing while I'm fucking. I'm weird like that. I really don't like missionary. I really don't fuck with missionary and stuff like that. I pretend to be standing and like hitting it at the edge of the bed, you know, with her legs on my shoulders, or, you know, like her bent over the bed and shit like that. So those are like, you know, positions that work best for me. Just, I don't know, because I like to just fucking pile drive and shit. But, you know, so that's where like, you know, car sex doesn't necessarily work for me all that much in that way. Oh, yeah, sex in a car is like, it's kind of, yeah, it's boring because you can't really maneuver much, you know. Like you either have her like laying down and then you're like trying to like, you know, missionary, but it's like a weird ass missionary because one leg's got to be over here, and it's just too difficult, man, to be like super enjoyable. Like granted, if it works, like if you want to like get a quickie, like, you know, done and shit, but like for like to replace like sex in general, no, it doesn't work. Look, Snowball, I appreciate your enthusiasm and I like that you're being playful and shit. But with my hands being tied up like this, it doesn't work. Yeah, for the most part, I really don't like to, you know, lay down and shit. You know, like, I really don't like to get, you know, rode by a girl as well, to be honest with you, bro. Like, I'll do it just because, you know, a female might enjoy that. But as far as like me enjoying, you know, like a girl riding me, not so much, you know. But again, you know, it is a give and take, you know. That's what I'm talking about. Like, you know, there's like, I don't feel like one party should dominate the other party and shit. So, you know, I'll do a little bit of what the female enjoys. If the female does enjoy missionary and she just has to have missionary, then, you know, compromise, do a little bit of missionary, but then, you know, we also do the other positions and shit. So I really don't prefer to, you know, be laying down and shit, because I'm the type of person that I gotta be putting in work, man. You can't be putting in a whole lot of work if you're laying down. Can't be lazy, man. Hey, what's going on, Vasquez? How you doing, man? Thank you for dropping by. How's everything going, man? I remember you. How you been? I don't think I've seen you in a while, man. She finna cut off the circulation to the arms. Yeah, I don't like cutting off circulation. Like cuddling, man. I don't know how to fucking cuddle. Like, I don't know what to do with that one arm that's like underneath, you know? Like, what do you do with that arm? Where does that arm go? Get what I'm saying? We're not going that way, baby, so quit dragging me that way. We're actually heading home. I don't even know why I followed you this way. Yes, we are talking about sex, bro. On every stream, we will talk about sex or food if we're not talking about motivational stuff. Even if we are talking about motivational stuff, it can still always lead into, you know, food and sex. At some point or another, somehow, one way, we will make it happen. Because it always does. Hey, what's going on, Simon? How you doing, man? Thank you for dropping by, bro. How's everything going? Yeah, I don't know how it is to be the pitcher lying down, but lying on back being the receiver sucks ass. Get it? Get it? Oh my god, oh my god. I'm like using baseball over there. Pitcher and receiver. That pitcher and that receiver. You gotta chill out, baby. You got a whole lot of energy right now. You're gonna choke yourself, and it's not worth it. It is not worth it. You bite me, I'm gonna kick your ass. I love you and all, but you bite me, I am legit gonna kick your ass. I'm gonna kick your ass. Stop with that shit. You bite me, I swear I will kick your butt. I swear. She's over here acting like she's gonna bite me and shit. Yeah, she's hype. Like, she loves the fucking cold, and just the fact that it got cold, she got just that much more fucking hype. Oh, you been grinding on BO4? Man, I haven't even got BO4, bro, to be honest. My PlayStation 4 is disconnected at the moment. I haven't gamed in a while, man. I'm hoping to, you know, maybe pick it up on Black Friday, just because I really didn't want to shell out the whole 60 bucks for it. And since it's gonna be like 35 bucks, I'm like, I can probably get it. But I've been actually trying to get a laptop, so, you know, it's like plan A is the laptop first. Yeah, Snowball's talking back, bro. Oh, your Wi-Fi sucks, man. Hey, it's alright, Simon. No problem, bro. No problem, man. It's alright. It's okay. I get you. I get you. Come on, babies. Come on, man. But yeah, she gets like on this like trip where she like, you know, wants to like charge at me, and she just wants to play. I know that shit. But she like legitly opens her mouth to like, you know, take a snap at me and shit. And again, it doesn't work when I have all this shit. That's what I'm saying. You know, future Snowball streams, I either have to have the camera here and, you know, just have my phone in my hand, obviously, to see the chat, or just not do any streams when I have like Snowball, you know, to walk, because again, it just gets fucking hectic because she wants to like, you know, do all this other shit. So that's where we run into issues like that. But it's 5 o'clock. And do I do PC gaming? No, I actually don't, bro. I did for a while when I first built my my PC rig. That was my intention. I wanted to do PC gaming, but it's just the fact that PC gaming is a bit different in to me in terms of community-wise, at least for, you know, the game that I was gonna play, Call of Duty. Like, the community is so scarce on Call of Duty. Back then, I don't know how it is now, so that's why I don't do PC gaming. Just because, you know, there's like different standards, you know, PC master race and shit like that. But yeah, at one point, that was my idea. I sold my PlayStation 3. That was way back in the day, obviously. I sold my Xbox 360. And I put that money towards, you know, building a PC rig, which, you know, ended up, it ended up being the PC rig that I built, that I started to use when I first started to stream, which turned out that it didn't hold up streaming very well. So I ended up having to upgrade. Eventually I got a PS4 because I found out, you know, not a whole lot of people were playing and shit. So that's what happened there. I don't know what you're doing, baby. Wow. Okay, so I think, remember I said that there was a guy sitting at this bench and I didn't know what he was doing? I don't know if this guy went to a store and stole like one of those rotisserie chickens. Because there's like a whole fucking rotisserie chicken like on the floor and shit. So I'm kind of like feeling like maybe he stole a rotisserie chicken. Unless he bought it, but if he bought it, then he's a fucking lazy ass and didn't throw away his trash and shit. And then there's like a handy Sony Handycam, like a camcorder and shit on the table, which kind of also leads me to believe that, you know, it probably is stolen as well. I don't know, bro. Like, I understand if you're homeless, but man, why you gotta go steal, bro? Why do you gotta go steal, man? Like, don't victimize yourself, you know? You gotta do for yourself, man. If you're going through a hard time, pick yourself up. Stealing is not the answer. Hey, what's going on, BarQ? How you doing, bro? Thank you for dropping by, man. But if Snowball would let me, I would like to, you know, go to the car so I can, you know, end the stream, and then I can come back and like actually play with her and shit. But she's a punk ass. But yeah, you know, I feel like, you know, stealing is not the answer. I understand you're going through a hard time, and sometimes, you know, you may have to steal, you know, a piece of bread or some shit like that. I get that. But if you're going into people's houses and, like, you know, stealing electronics and shit, that's a whole different fucking type of concept. And I understand you may be stealing the shit so you can go, you know, try to turn it for cash and, you know, use that to, like, either pay for food, you know, but sometimes, you know, you do happen to use it for drugs. And, you know, again, I don't want to really judge and shit, but, you know, fuck. I don't know. I think, like, you know, just stealing is not the answer, man. Like, you're homeless for a reason. Something happened. Figure out what that problem is that, you know, that caused you to be homeless. What is the situation? Assess it. Learn from that shit. What can you do to get out of your current situation and work on that, you know? Because if you go to a fucking Walmart, you steal a piece of chicken so you can get some food in your belly, great, you know? But that's just putting a fucking band-aid. Figure out how to fucking, you know, start making some money so you don't have to go steal, so you can actually have a steady income, you know, steady flow of income, so you don't have to go steal and you can actually have food in your belly. Maybe you're still homeless and you don't have a place to actually stay, but now you figured out one piece of the problem. You have food in your belly, so you're homeless, but you're not fucking starving. And then, you know, you start working your way back up, bro. Like, you know, you start piecing yourself back together. There was something that happened. Maybe you had money, but you just fucking went into so much debt because you were fucking stupid with your money. Then, you know, it's your own fucking problem that you were stupid with your money. Figure out what you did wrong. Learn how to work with money. Be more financially, you know, smart or intelligent, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So that doesn't happen to you, you know? It's like people that fucking lose. I mean, people that, you know, that win the lottery, but then they end up going broke. And you're like, how the fuck did this motherfucker go broke after having millions of dollars? Like, they go into debt because they're stupid, you know. They don't know how to use money and shit, bro. But that's people hard earned money that paid for those electronics. Yeah, exactly. You know, people earned that shit. They worked, you know, they traded their time for that shit. So you could just steal it. You know, like, yeah, man, like, I'm telling you, like, I don't think stealing is the answer, man. Being able to figure out the issue, learning how to work how to work out that problem. You got to start moving, baby. And, you know, getting to the bottom of that so you can fix it. Oh my God, Snowball. Yeah, I think I've decided. I had decided beforehand, but I think I've truly, honestly decided we're not gonna do any more streams with Snowball's punk ass, man. It's just too fucking hard. Check this shit out. Look what she's doing. She just lays down. She just fucking lays down. Like, what the fuck? Like, nah, I don't want to go anywhere. Like, for real. So yeah, the answer is, you know, figure out what went wrong so you can fix that and get back on your feet, man. Like, for those of you guys that have seen that movie Pursuit of Happiness, like, you know, like, he was struggling. He went through such fucking hard times, bro. And look at him now, you know, like, people will struggle. There's always going to be a struggle. You know, there's something that you know, that's going to knock you down. Some things will knock you further down. There's always going to be that one person or multiple people that want to take that shit away from you. Sometimes it may happen. They may actually take that shit away from you. But, you know, you learn from that shit. You don't let that shit affect you, you know. Okay, cool, you got me, ha, you know, haha, whatever, you know. Learn from it, move on, create more, you know, learn how to protect it from others as well and shit like that. You know, it all just comes down to, like, you know, education, you know, educating yourself and shit, you know. If you're not educated in learning how to actually use money properly, then, you know, like, that's where the term comes, you know, a fool in his gold will soon be, how does it go? Will soon be parted, right? Yeah. A fool and his money or a fool and his gold will soon be parted. Because, you know, you may have a lot of money, but if you don't know how to use that shit properly, you don't know how to spend it properly, you know, you're going to fucking put yourself into debt. The only reason that one guy who won the lottery was able to get out of debt is because he won the lottery yet a second time. You know, like, how fucking lucky is that shit, you know? But imagine, had he not won the lottery the second time, like, you know, you got to declare bankruptcy, and, like, there's some debt that you just can't fucking declare bankruptcy on, and you got to fucking pay it back. You'd expect that from a cat, not a dog. Yeah, she's crazy. She does that all the damn fucking time, bro. Oh, but I'm so cold now. It's getting colder and cooler, and then we're also in the shade right now, so the sun is not hitting me. My hands are, like, starting to freeze. I know, can feel them. Snowball's just, like, fucking having a goddamn fucking time of her life over here because, you know, she's got that fucking fur that covers her up, and she doesn't fucking feel the cold, so she's all in love with the cold weather. She's an inside dog, but, you know, during the cold months, she wants to be an outside dog. But yeah, that movie's awesome, and that movie is a true story. That movie is a true story. Like, I don't know, like, you know, the entire movie, you know, everything depicted in the movie, you know, it's probably not gonna be, like, as accurate, you know, like, this happened this way, like, every detail and, like, every nuance and shit. But his story is a true story, you know. And, you know, there's a lot of people out there that fucking struggle, and then there's a lot of people that fucking make it after all those struggles. And then there's people out there that, you know, they struggle once and they're like, nah, it's too hard, and they're in a constant, you know, running away phase of, like, you know, oh, I tried to start a business, it failed, I'm not gonna do that anymore. I tried, you know, to be in a relationship, you know, she cheated on me, I'm not gonna do that anymore. Fuck females, you know. I was married once, it failed, I'm not gonna get married again, you know. Like, you have this one experience, you know, however bad it was or however not bad it was, you know, maybe you're making it out to be more, you know, like you're making a mountain out of a molehill and shit, like making it seem worse than it actually was and stuff. But, you know, there's struggles, you know. You get over it. Stop running away from it, man. Chase that shit down. Get that shit. Attain the best life that you possibly can. And the best life for every single body is, you know, different, you know. The best life that I want to live does not apply to y'all, you know. Like, you all have different ideas of the best life that you want. You know, for me, it's travel. For, like, you know, Devontae, I keep using Devontae because, you know, like, I want his ass to fucking be a concert pianist, you know? It's like, you know, everybody has different goals. Everybody has different things that they want to do, that they want to accomplish, the life that they want to lead, the life that they can say, I am living my best life. And it's different for everybody, and everybody will go through different things, you know, trials, tribulations, and shit. But those problems are not unique, you know? If you lost your parents at a young age, that is not a unique problem. You know, if you got cheated on, that is not a unique problem. If you started a business and it failed, that is not a unique problem. You know, what is it? Supposedly, I don't know the statistics very well, but 9 out of 10 businesses fail in the first 5 years. And then out of those that make it, those 1 out of 10 that make it, 9 out of 10 of those businesses fail in the next 5 years. So the odds are like fucking stacked up against you within the first 10 years, you know. So then you go into it like with the mentality like, okay, I'm gonna fail 9 times because the odds say that 9 out of 10 businesses fail. So I'm prepared to fail 9 times, knowing that on that 10th time I'm gonna make it. And then you're gonna have so much more experience, so much more knowledge about like what doesn't work, where you went wrong, how you can, you know, optimize this, make this shit better. And you know, on that 10th fucking business venture that you go, you're more likely to fucking make it and shit. And obviously, like, you know, it'd probably be better if you make it on the 4th try, on the 5th try. I'm not saying that it's always gonna be on that 10th try, but if you go into it with the mentality of knowing that I am gonna fail these 9 times, I'm gonna use it as a lesson, and then I'm gonna, you know, persevere to that one time that I do get it. That's all it is, man, is using a system and, you know, working the system, as opposed to like getting all emotionally attached to it. Like, oh man, like I tried marriage once, it just didn't work out, she wasn't the best for me, or, you know, I got cheated on, you know. And like you create like a blanket fucking type of what's that shit called? A blanket stereotype, you know, of all females or all guys. You know, all females are the same, all guys are the same, and shit like that. You know, and so like every business venture that I go on is gonna fail, I'm a failure. And then like you start to become like very fucking detrimental, and like you're living your life in a bubble, and you're like never really living because you're always running away from life, you know. What is it? Procrastination. I heard it on it's like a 40-year-old like a cassette tape. This was ripped off of a cassette tape, guys. A fucking cassette tape. It was like, this is 40 years old. It was like a fucking selling it was an audiobook that I got, but it was like from 40 years ago, recorded on cassette tapes. And I think it says procrastination is how does it go? Living yesterday, avoiding today, and ruining tomorrow. Like, let that shit sink in. You're living in the past, avoiding the present, and ruining your future. And I'm like, bro, that clicks so fucking much with me, you know. And this is like 40 years ago. Like, this fucking nugget of wisdom was instilled to all these people listening to this, you know, webinar, or to this, like, you know, where they happen to go, like a conference or, you know, convention and shit. These people heard this like firsthand. They got this knowledge firsthand. And, you know, 40 years down the road, 40 to 50 years, because I forgot exactly when it was published, I get this knowledge as well. And I'm like, bro, like, it's so true, man. It's so fucking true. I don't know what happened, but there's a kiddo crying over there. He's crying. Snowball is seriously just chilling there. Like, she has decided to not get up and shit. She's decided to say, I'm gonna let Albert just talk here, and I'm just gonna, like, you know, play it by ear, see how long I can, you know, keep his ass out here, because I know that's what she's doing. She has no aspirations of wanting to go back home. You legit needed that reminder? I mean, we all need a reminder every now and then, bro. I realize that people who universally generalize women/men are setting themselves back with bitterness taking over their life. You like that definition of procrastination? So do I, man. Like, it really clicked with me. I was like, bro, it's like, that's gold right there, bro. Because it's so true, man. So fucking true. And what is it? Who was it? Was it Brian Tracy? No, it wasn't Brian Tracy. Fuck. Zig Ziglar? No, it wasn't Zig Ziglar. I forgot the name of whose audiobook that I happen to have that I heard that in. I was like, bro, it's like, it just speaks to my soul, man. It really does. But yeah, man, like, the way that I see it is, you know, people are living from a moment in the past. You know, again, your business failed. It failed in the past, and now you're living your future as if the same reoccurrence is going to happen. While yes, you know, we can talk about how history tends to repeat itself and shit like that, you know. So you like learn from the past so the future, you know, doesn't repeat, and, you know, all that, you know, whatever stuff, right? But if you are creating your future as if it were your past, and that is your own fault. You know, you have a failed relationship, so therefore every relationship that you get into, you start to behave as if it's going to fail, and therefore you end up becoming the catalyst to create that failure for said relationship, which kind of like the conversation that I had with Dan. He's super scared to have the same things happen with his current relationship that happened in the past. And I told him, bro, you gotta you gotta let that shit go, because otherwise, any situation that may resemble something that happened in the past, you will always snap back to the past and you will behave as if it's that relationship, and you will create that demise of your present relationship because you are living in your past. And so you gotta let go, learn from the past, obviously, but keep on moving forward. And I heard a story once. It was, again, in an audiobook, because I love to read audiobooks or listen to audiobooks. And it's like two scenarios. So there's a woman who is obviously married to a guy, and he's this businessy type of person and shit like that, right? He is, she finds him to be cheating on her. Something happens, he went to a fucking party or some shit like that, and he got a little crazy, and he ended up being in bed with 3 females, right? She gets wind of it, she finds out, they break up, the relationship is over, right? From that moment on, she she hates guys, and she's living this fucking bitter fucking life because she got cheated on. 20 years down the road, you bump into her, you ask her why are you so mad? Well, you see, 20 years ago my husband cheated on me, and such and such and yada yada, we had to sell the house, so now I'm living in this apartment, now I'm stuck in this shitty job, and I'm stuck here, and 20 years ago, this one event happened that has, created this future for her, or that present now, right? Same scenario, but different outcome. You meet that same lady, she's on fucking cloud 9, and you ask her why are you so happy? Well, you see, 20 years ago, I found my husband cheating on me. I left his ass, got the money from the house. I decided to go invest in myself. I learned who I was. I started to, reaffirm my beauty, reaffirm my confidence. I met this wonderful guy who now has helped me build so many businesses. We have a beautiful, son together. We venture out, we travel all the time, and I'm just on cloud 9. I'm super happy. Same event, but different perspective, Same event of her getting cheated on, but a different outcome, because it's just all in your mind. It's how you choose to look at what has happened to you. Yes, it's a fucking travesty if you fucking find your husband cheating on you that you may have been married for, for 5-10 years and shit, but it's all how you choose to pick yourself up and keep on moving forward. One, she's super bitter, doesn't ever get into a relationship, hates all fucking guys, they're fucking dogs, they're a piece of shit or whatever because of, one guy's mistakes and shit. The other one, she took it with a grain of salt. All right, cool, he cheated on me, he lost me as a person, he lost a good thing, so then therefore she goes out and ventures, and she finds the guy who is so much better to her. Again, they're traveling all over the place, they're seeing the world, they're building businesses, they're building wealth, and she just has a fucking painted on smile that she can't fucking take off. And so it's a different outcome because of how she chose to look at it, and how she chose to pick herself up. And I think that's that's what it comes down to. We all have our own fucking struggles, we all have our own problems that we have gone through in life, that some of us have lost loved ones at such a young age, whether it was our parents and so forth. Maybe we lost our job, we're all struggling in some way, but those problems are not unique. If someone out there has gotten over that problem, that means it's possible. If someone out there has done that one thing that you want to do, that means it's possible. So if you're wanting to be an actor, obviously you want to be an actor, and you see actors on TV, then that means it's possible, right? If you want to be a concert pianist and you see other concert pianists, that means it's possible, means you can do it as well. All you got to do is figure out, how does it work for you? How do you do it? It's just how you look at it. Maybe you lost your parents, you didn't even know your parents, so you grew up in foster homes and shit like that. Okay, so you're gonna look at that as a bad situation, and therefore you're gonna continue living your life as oh, well, from the get-go my life was shit, so therefore all I'm gonna attain in my life is shit. Or you're gonna look at it you know what, I had a bad start, I'm going to change my life, and I'm going to create something good for myself because I have put that goal, I have set that goal for myself and shit. So it's just the way that you want to look at it. It's your mentality. It's how you choose to look at every single situation. And that's where that whole notion of is not about what happens to you. It's about how you react to what happens to you. So, you know, it's 90% your mentality, 90% your actions, and 10% about what actually happens, what actually takes place. So you take, the course of a day, and then you're like all grumpy and shit, like you're snapping at everybody because you got cut off on the way to work. Okay, whatever. So the rest of the day, you're snapping at everybody. Maybe you were a minute, two minutes later, whatever. And so therefore the rest of the day is shit because of your mentality, the way you chose to look at that shit, or you just like, okay, I got fucking cut off, whatever. I'll be 2 minutes late, cool, whatever. And then you go on about your goddamn business, man. Man, I don't know, man. So that's like, I think the mind is such a very, very, very fucking powerful thing, bro. Oh my god, but it's 5:20, guys. My hands are fucking freezing. I've been standing in this goddamn fucking same spot. Snowball hasn't fucking gotten up and shit. But I thank you guys so much for dropping by. I'm gonna turn off my phone, put it in my pocket. I thank you guys so much for dropping by. Again, you guys are awesome. Thank you for hanging out. I can barely move my hand. I can barely move my hand and shit. It's like kind of like semi-frozen. Fuck, man. But anyways, enjoy the rest of your day. Hope that some of what I just said, kind of inspires you to, like, see your life in a different way and be like, man, why am I just sitting here bitching and complaining instead of doing something? Hence, like, whenever I was sitting down having that conversation with you guys on the last stream, bitching and complaining isn't going to solve the problem. It might help you to vent out, and if you're doing it, constructively, or in a way where you're actually learning something from it, then yeah, great. Talk with somebody, spitball some ideas and be like, okay, so this is what's been on my mind, and get that shit out of your head. But if you're honestly just sitting there bitching and complaining and just whining left and right, that's not gonna do anything. It's not gonna make the problem worse. It's not gonna make the problem better, and it's sure as hell is not gonna do anything. It's just, you're just staying there. You gotta actually look at the solution, work on that shit, figure something out, and just attain more. It's a very possible thing to do, man. Everybody can change their stars if everyone is willing to put in the work. And that's where the notion of, everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody is willing to die. Everybody wants to be rich, but not everybody is willing to put in the work, man. You want to make $1 million a year, but are you putting in the work to make $1 million a year? Are you investing in your education to learn how to, manage money? Are you investing in educating yourself to learn how to, invest in real estate, invest in, stocks, bonds, how to trade all that shit? Are you investing in, something of value? But if you're sitting there on a daily basis, spending 4 hours watching your favorite TV shows and wondering why the fuck you aren't rich, then the only problem you got is yourself, man. But it all starts with here, guys. It all starts with that thought. Starts with the mentality of what you want to do, what you want to accomplish, and that's where the I am affirmations come into play. We're taught from a young age to be scared of the world, to be scared of making mistakes. We're all gonna stumble, but we learn to get up, and we learn to just keep on going, guys. But I'm fucking cold. Thank you for dropping by. Thank you for hanging out. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll see how we continue the streaming business. I may no longer do streams with Snowball because, again, it's very hectic with her and shit. Don't like that, especially when I got both of my hands tied up and stuff like that. But I am getting more out of my shell. There was plenty more people around me while I was walking around. Again, I was sitting at one bench, another couple was sitting at another bench. The guys that I was talking about that dropped in, with their Audi and shit. The Audi 5000 and shit, looking ass. And yeah, they looked at me like I was a weirdo and shit. And I just kept on going, kept on going on about my business and shit. So, there's cars popping in over here as well. They're probably seeing me talking to a fucking selfie stick as well. And I'm like getting more into the mentality of like, fuck it, I'm gonna do me, But I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna go get some warmth, see what Snowball has to say about this shit. But you guys have yourself a good night and a good day tomorrow as well. I will see you guys next time. And you guys can like say goodbye to Snowball and shit. I can barely tap the screen.